I look and see it's not just me.
Jack, why do you insist on doing this dumb internet shit on TV?
I look and see it's not just me.
This place is a fucking joke, man. You're a clown. I quit.
So many of us have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild.
No. It doesn't make logical sense, but it makes.
Oh yes, of course.
But it makes wrestling booking sense. Of course, this makes no sense. Of course, booking it makes no sense. However, in pro wrestling booking, which often makes no sense, you would do that. It's about making money. It's not about anything else. Wrestling's always been about making money first and foremost. That's it.
Yes, I look and see it's not just me.
Last weekend was the greatest weekend in AEW history. This is the greatest week.
I look and see it's not just me.
Security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
So many of us have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Living wild. Yeah.
If you're familiar with how we do things often here on these Wednesdays, it's a lot like one of my favorite movies, Time Cop.
What? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So, hairline. I have Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. You want to watch that video? You want to watch that? It sounds funny. Like, I don't know. Those words strung together sound hilarious to me. So, let's get into this and see if it'll pop us or something.
I popped us already. We're already popped.
Okay, so here on X, formerly known as Twitter, still known as Twitter to many, we have Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. And he's here with James here. I don't know who that is. Rene Dupree, shout him out. And Ace Darling. That's a fucking throwback. Ace Darling. I think he did dark matches for like ECW and WWF back in the day, but never really made it. But shout out all you guys. Shout out Paul London. Here is Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. Shout out Cafe du Rene Dupree.
Yeah, she was like, "You don't recognize me, do you?"
Right.
Or something like that. She's like, "I'm only one of the most famous referees in professional wrestling." And he was like, "Oh, I don't really watch WWF anymore. Like, I haven't watched it a long time." She's like, "WWE? Please." I'm a referee for AEW. It's the newest shit. If you don't know it, then you need to go check it out.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And
oh no!
And then he was just like, yeah. She was like,
oh my god! London just bodied her, bro. My word.
Oh god! Quick little fucking Paul London story. Like fucking, at one of the gathering of the Juggalos, he tagged with Brian Kendrick, and during their entrance, they both smoked a joint to themselves. They both had a joint, You know what I'm saying? And they smoked those daddies all the way down during their entrance. Let me tell you, bro, this was like an 8-minute entrance. You just don't you don't smoke a whole joint by yourself. Quick. And like fucking dog, listen. London starts climbing up one of the rafters, and it's like he gets halfway up and just sits there, like Jericho doing the cans. He's up there just smoking the joint and whatnot. Yeah, Paul London's good shit, bro. I can't believe he did the horse.
Dude, I can't believe he went that fucking hard, and everyone popped. Oh God! Again, I don't watch Cafe Du Rene, but I watch when like they interviewed Rob Van Dam and certain people. Like I'll pop on, but I don't really actually know what they think of AEW in general. But it's hilarious. He just went that fucking.
Well, most of all, Paul London ain't looking for a fucking job. You know, we confirmed.
Hey, you might be an actor, you may be a writer, you might be a rapper, you may be a fighter, but you'll never be a comic. No, you'll never be a comic. You might be a clown or a slut or a game show host, but you suck and it ain't no joke that you'll never be a comic. No, you'll never be a comic. Never be a comic. That's probably why Shaw quit. Only took a decade for him to realize he dog shit. Worse than Lauren Compton. She gave us an option to stare with saggy titties while you miss.
What's happening, guys? Welcome to another eclectic edition of PWT Live Show. Yeah. What's up, guys? Hope you like that prolonged intro. I was just handling this and that. It's hot as a mother F out here, and I just thought I'd play you guys some other stuff. I could have left that music going if you guys liked it too. Shout out Crack Amico. He just like makes songs making fun of comics, comedians and stuff. I don't know. I think it's funny. And he uses a lot of like pro wrestling lingo and stuff like that. Guys, how you doing? It's your boy Phil Marks, the infallible one. I am here with another live broadcast on this beautiful Wednesday. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. PWT's in the house. And I'm sorry, if you guys hear fans and whatnot. A bunch of you filed in already. Over 100 of you watching. Wow. Run those likes up to 100, please, and thank you. If you guys notice, I put a poll in the chat. Make sure you touch that poll in the chat. Pause. And let me know if you think AEW gets the deal done, because I'm going to provide some evidence. Or not even evidence, just I'm going to read the news and talk crap about it, about what other people have reported. You know what I mean? I haven't slept in like 2 days, I want to say. I've just been working, grinding. I did Last Call, Chris Connor podcast earlier today. Go and check that out. He dropped it already. It came out like immediately after. So Time Cop, you're here watching this now, but immediately after you check out that thing that happened after this, but before this happened. It's great. Make sure you guys run those likes up. 110 of you watching. Wow. Big turnout already. I tried to hop on as early as possible because I thought I was going to be able to just throw Dynamite on because it was taped earlier, and I think it aired earlier, if I'm not mistaken, like in the UK and stuff. So I thought I could go to one of these sites and they would just have that already like uploaded, you know what I mean? But that's not the case, at least not that I can find. I'm sort of a noob pirate ship. You know, I'm like Monkey D. Luffy early on, I guess. Is that a good one? I don't know if that's a good analogy, but yeah, 19 minutes till Dynamite's on, guys. It's pre-taped from the UK. I don't expect it to be much more than, sort of like it won't be a good go-home show, that's for sure. Hopefully they play a lot of those juicy packages we like to look at, chat. You guys know what I'm talking about. As the title infers, though, we got AEW TV deal talk. We've got what do we got? We got Dave Meltzer's biggest lie yet to date that happened while I was doing the last show. So yeah, I didn't get to talk about it, even though I did a mega Dave Meltzer segment. Also, this week coming up, I will be having Duke Loves Wrestling and Marie Shadows on the show together with me. And then we're going to do more, because the last couple we did were more interview based, right? And I sort of, Duke wanted to drop some bombshells on us. So the next time I'm going to do a show where it's just us three kind of doing like what I do here, they're over here now. And we're going to do jokes about Meltzer and all that stuff and react to the IWC sickos. And I got some of that. I got some Ricky Starks headed to WWE action. Let me check out the chat. Well, you guys are saying, oh my goodness, we have a plethora. Travis Cooper became a YouTube member. So folks, consider becoming a YouTube member. I believe it is 99 cents. And there's 2 channels there. That's why it's so cheap. And basically, I try and show all the member chats, or as many as I can. You're more likely to get answered from me. Super chats, of course, get for surely. I give all of my time and energy into those. You guys know that. But yeah, as far as becoming a member, I appreciate you. It supports the show. It lets me know you want me to keep doing this. Another way to support the show, hit the like button on the video. Hit subscribe, guys. We passed 4,200 on the main channel at Pro Wrestle Clips. We passed 1,200 on at Pro Wrestle Times.
Acknowledge me.
And I love you guys so much. I've been working my ass off, so sorry for no new like typical PWT podcast drops this week, but it was necessary. Okay. And I actually was in the hospital. I had some weird, I was in the emergency room the other day for like hours, dude. It was terrible. And I'm pretty sure I'm okay, but yeah, it was like got bit by a bug or got a fucking blood clot. One of the, it's either really bad or really good, folks. Okay, the show's either going on or it's not. But thank you, Travis Cooper, for becoming a member. Denisha has been a member for 3 months. Hey, Phil, love this channel. 3 months, get flutes up. Oh yeah, and yeah, I love you. Thanks for being here all the time. All the time. Connor Hassler, our guy Connor, who's been on the show, became a YouTube member. What's up, Connor? Hope you're doing good. DM me, bud. You probably already have, and I probably haven't read or respond to it yet. But shout out Connor Hassler becoming a member. Another new member, Edwin Escobar. Awesome. I appreciate you guys. Almost gave you a flute. Almost blew my wad there. But yeah, it's 99 cents. Supports the channel. Keeps me going. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm going to start cranking out Patreon stuff for you guys too. I promise it. I promise it. I promise it. We heard Hairline at the beginning clip. How cool was that? But he was always like the guy with the Patreon ideas, So you guys can probably tell that. Like, since he's been gone, since you've been gone, I can now breathe for the first time. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so he hasn't been pitching shit or whatever. So it's basically like I just came up with some ideas. I got some great stuff that's coming. I just got to get around to it. Been busy. Shaggy Filth 73 gifts 5 Pro Wrestle Clips memberships. I hope our biggest haters got them. I hope our biggest fans got them. Guys, round of applause for Shaggy Filth. And Jimmy B, I saved it for last, buddy. A $5 super chat. Oh my goodness. X-Files me. He's calling for it. But I think Pete Dunne is joining Imperium. Ooh. I don't think so. We'll figure it out as we go. I don't know why I'm saying I don't think so. I think that it's weird, though. They kind of gave Giovanni Vinci like Ludwig's gimmick. And what do I mean by, well, chat me up, Phil. What do you mean by that, Phil? Well, Ludwig, they played that package where he's like in Germany or in Italy, possibly. He's in Europe somewhere, and he's like, designer clothes, fast cars, A1 specimen, And then like they cut that out entirely. Then he's just feuding Sheamus. And then all of a sudden Vinci's missing. Now he's making his comeback, and he's like, I can't do a good Italian. A faster cars. A Lamborghini, Maserati. spaghetti bolognese, you know. But he's like going off. He's got models and all that shit. So yeah, I don't know. But would Pete Dunne join them? Maybe. And then we get. But what's the point? Like Ridges and Chase U, no? So like who does Sheamus team with there? Or why would that become a thing? I don't know. But I'm all for, even when Alexander Wolf was in it, I'm down, man. I'm down with more people in Imperial. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wouldn't hate it, but he's got a nice thing going in NXT. Boom, boom, boom. I don't care if they get a deal or not. Doesn't mean anything changes with the content. Yeah, exactly. It just needs to get better. Get your name green in the chat. Thanks, buddy. Jimmy B says, I'm just trying to catch up quick, guys. We're going to jump into Phil Mark's bookmarks right here. I think he could do both. Yep, he could. 100 likes is the goal. Absolutely. New members. Geez, man, take care. We need you. Yeah, dude, I'm all good. You know, it's just, I don't know what happened. It was literally just a random thing where I don't even want to get into. I just don't like getting. We came here to laugh. You know, we're not. Worry about me, dude. Thanks, my man. People getting memberships. Love it. I was telling my bro that they could call up the Italians to be goons for Vinci. Yeah. Hey, I'm down. Bring back the FBI. Where's Nunzio? Get Nunzio on the phone right now. Pronto. Yeah, we just got a bunch of stuff to get into. You know what I mean? But chat, let me know. Do you guys like in the intro there? Like, I was just playing a random Crack Amico song. Like, I'm just a fan of that dude. Do you guys like that or what? Like, it was kind of off wrestling adjacent, but it could just be in there for the intros and outros. Like, I like this better where like I came in and there was already a bunch instead of, you know, I don't know. Let me know if you guys enjoy that. It won't be it'll all be wrestling type stuff, but I might just make a little playlist and, you know, it'll just be there for people to enjoy. Who knows? Nah, not really. You didn't like that? Like the we yes, I liked it. That was cool. I'm not for the Jericho ear bleeds there, buddy. That's there regardless. So you're a member now. You have to. It'll win you over. Trust me. I used to just play him singing raw, no music behind it. Right. So, and people fucking got used to this new version. So, but yeah, those other things, I don't know. We'll find. There's like this guy who made this hilarious, like, it's a song about how like Jim Cornette and Brian last got me, and it's like I gotta play it for you guys. It's just hilarious. I thought it was AI, but it was actually like a guy wrote this and made this into a song. It's like I'll just play stuff like that maybe at the beginning, just like while I'm setting up there too. I could just be like playing that stuff. Anyways, we're getting into the production end of things. Let's get into the show. Let's get into why all you guys are here. So we go to a scary place here on the show, and it is called Phil Mark's Bookmarks. Now, you guys can see here, we got 10 minutes until Dynamite starts, at least over my way. No spoilers, please. And then I got a bunch of sections here. IWC Sickos. This is why I got the blue check. It was all for the folders, baby. It's all for you. I'm in a singing mood. IWC Sickos. We got WWE news. We got AEW news. We got miscellaneous. We got Dave Meltzer. We got memes. Memes is more of like I kind of just stockpile stuff in there too. You know, it's not, I don't know if the memes, everyone sees the memes. Where I want to start today is miscellaneous because I've had some stuff in here for a while that I haven't had a chance to bring to the show or talk to you guys that has interested me. And yeah, so we're going to start things off with some light stuff here. And let me get to these. We got Raz Grado, a YouTube member. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it so much more than you know. Flute Gangers, stand up, KL Jackson for $1.99. Flute Gangers, yeah, dude, it's Flute Gang over everything, dude. I'm making those shirts too. We're getting Flute Gang shirts. Maybe they won't say gang on them, but there'll be stuff you can wear in public. Don't worry, and it won't be immature and sixth grader ish. There won't be a fucking AI car behind Okada on the front. I gotta hydrate. Soda water. Okay. So here is just a cool video I found. I guess it's not even really cool. You guys let me know how you feel about this. Here's a girl just getting chopped by a wrestler for her birthday.
Happy birthday!
Damn, he legit chopped the shit out of her.
How'd it go? God.
Are you serious?
You took a chop from Funny Bone? Are you kidding me?
I'm like, I need it.
Nobody can do that.
She's no selling it, but you can tell she feels it a little more than she thought. She's like, no, it's good, but like I can tell, like, nah, dude, you got blasted. She can feel it a bit. She's playing it off a little too, like
nobody can do that and still stand and breathe.
I don't know. He chopped the shit out of her, man. That's hilarious. If you're a wrestler, though, yeah, you got to get that on tape so people know what's up. So I want to bring this to you guys. I'm a writer, so in case you guys don't know, I'm really into this shit. So Dump Matsumoto, who you guys might not know, and I bring this to the show because this is heat. This is storytelling. This is brilliancy. But Dump Matsumoto was the tag partner of Bull Nakano, WWE Hall of Famer, right? And she took on Shigusa Nagayo, and this is one of wrestling's all-time surreal spectacles. Just watch this fucking hair versus hair match, and then Netflix is made a movie about her, and we're gonna watch this trailer too. Hopefully, we don't get Don Stevens, but I just want to like shill this. I guess it's Japanese subtitles. If enough people watch it, they'll dub it in English, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can watch subtitle shows. Like I don't know, I like to. I don't know, like the movie Inglourious Bastards. That's awesome. You know, this is coming out in a month, and I can't wait because this trailer just looks phenomenal. And I'm gonna play you this clip as well of this. What is this? Just squash those. Oh my god!
The best guys, Tony Khan.
Oh my god! Be nice, Shaggy Filth. Jeepers. Oh man, I don't know what else I can give you, buddy. Thank you. You're the man. But yeah, so I'm gonna play you this this clip and just look. Like this is what this chick was doing back in the day. Probably beat the shit out of everybody listening to this show. And she was like a big draw. She wrestled in WWF. We're talking about the orange-haired lady here. And she was like a big draw in tag team wrestling, like in the women's All Japan scene, you know? Look at the people in the crowd, how fucking invested they are in this dude. And you guys will see. They do. Watch. Look at this is fucking heat. She just no-sold that chair, brother. Jesus. Shaving her head, and look at the people in the crowd, and look at her conveying it. Look at the heat with the crowd, dude. This is gonna blow your mind. These fucking kids. Look at these kids crying, dude. And look at this woman's trying to save her, and they're all pinning her down, and she's watching. No, this is good stuff right here. Look at the people crying. Yo. And then she's hiding her head. It's like great shame, and they're all covering her, and she's... Wow, guys. Round of applause for that. Where is my sound? I got to give that a round of applause. Come on, that's heat, man. And so Netflix, they made this show, and look how about the woman in the orange. She was just a feared, revered villain. Let's just watch this trailer. Please, Netflix, don't Don Stevens me. Like, see, it starts out, it shows she's like drawing, she's like this you know.
When I'm down, when I'm
Oh, dude, it's a series. It's not even a movie. Jesus. So there you go. That's how much story there is to tell. I'm not going to play it all, but 1974 just shows she loves wrestling. People think she's a dork. People pick on her. Who are you? You're a fucking loser. All this stuff. And then she goes on to do these sort of things that we see. And of course, there's like criminal ties and the abusive training, like the training the Joshi's went through back in the day. And yeah, man, she made it all the way to the WWF. And I don't know, the Queen of Villains, it's called. I can't wait for it. I wanted to bring that to the show. Here, I'm gonna go. Did I put this in miscellaneous? This is IWC Unhinged stuff. So we'll get into that in a second. So here's a weather reporter doing a I Believe in Joe Hendry thing. So let's check this out.
Rays fans have been saying his name, and today he appeared. No, not you. Get out of here. We believe in Junior Caminero, who was called.
That's how over Joe Hendry is. And I just said his name. Is he here? Hello? God damn it. He is the number one contender, of course. So why would he be here? Yeah, dude. Hendry's over like Rover. Here's Tom Brady doing Hulk Hogan's entrance. Let's watch this. Here's a little tidbit. It's from the Fanatics thing, which, by the way, the biggest sellouts were WWE compared to every other athlete and person who was there. Fucking insane. Man, if you guys haven't, check out that roast of Tom Brady. It's insane. Speaking of Hogan, though, so here's him drunk. You guys have to know who's coming, dude. Listen, Jack, I couldn't go the whole episode without talking about it, so we're going to get it out of the way really quick. Kamala Harris, Jack, I pick her up like that stinky giant. I slam her through the table, dude. So, I don't know, man. Hogan's drunk. I thought he was sober. And let's just watch this, and then I'll react, because he says, is she Indian? And then goes, how? Like Indian, like me, like I'm native, that Indian, you know, which, yes, we do refer to ourselves as Indians, you know, behind closed. This is the truth. But he did like a how, which is, I burst out fucking laughing, but like I wasn't offended, but I get why people would be. Absolutely, without question. Let's play it. We're not going to get political, but just this is a laughing at Hogan moment, okay?
You want to get crazy?
You want to get crazy, Jack? Crazy like George the Animal Steel? Or how about the Iron Sheik, dude?
You want me to throw more beers out? You want me to body slam somebody? You want me to body slam Kamala Harris? I said, do you want me to body slam Kamala Harris? You want me to drop the leg on Kamala? Is Kamala a chameleon? Is she Indian? Okay, I like it. Ow.
Oh my God. It's so, hey, I like Indians. How? It's like, it's just, it wasn't funny. Like it's just like, I don't know. It just pops me because of how like out of touch racisty. It's like multi-level kind of, to where I just can't even, I don't know, but he just offended a bunch of people and made himself look like an asshole after years of people finally coming around for his N-word stuff in the past. And it's like, God, you're an idiot. Like, what you gonna do, brother, when I come after Kamala Harris?
I'm gonna get heat for that one, brother.
I'm gonna get heat for that one, brother. You think, dude? How? It's like, Jesus, man. It's literally that joke where Leslie Nielsen in Scary Movie 3, he's like plays the president, and then he's like, yeah, and our native constituents are here. Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? And it's like, and that is a joke, and it's such an outlandish movie where that's such an outlandishly racist thing. He literally like did that in real life. It's so fucking, oh my God, he just can't help himself.
Dummy.
Give him a dummy, man. Fucking, what you gonna do, Jack? I don't know, dude. Just for shame. You know what I mean? Political shit. I don't care if you like Kamala or not. So Nick Nemeth was a company. Speaking of people who did some questionable racial things, I guess, although JBL's was in character, Hulk Hogan's is always out of character, which is weird. Out of kayfabe. He seems to, you know what I mean? Say weird shit. To where I don't know if I fuck with him anymore. JBL, you know, he did his stuff with Eddie Guerrero and all that, the border stuff and all that, but that was, of course, kayfabe. But here he is at Triple Mania with Dolph Ziggler. How crazy is this?
El mega campeón, una locura. No ha venido solo para esta defensa del mega campeonato. Hoy arriba campeón triple A de lucha.
I don't know, man. Just the prohibited portal. Like, we're in AAA with a TNA wrestler and a fucking WWE legend accompanying him to the ring. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, so that was miscellaneous. We'll jump into IWC sickos because I know you guys can see this, and this was supposed to be in there. Merge says Hulk Hogan. You what?
You what?
You what? Jeepers, man. It's craziness. Crazy. Yeah, let's run those likes up. Hogan. Yeah, it's just like not even a funny racist joke, too. It's like literally that joke from Scary Movie, and it's funny in Scary Movie because it's so outlandish. It's so like boomery and like just a crazy outlandish joke, right? And then everyone like looks at him like, what the fuck? That's what Hogan just did in real life. It's actually insane. Oh, and I think Dynamite's on. I'm missing a few minutes, aren't I? Oh, don't worry, Phil. There'll be an overrun. It'll be great. Scary Movie 3 is terrible. It's like a science parody. Or no, I think it was really good. That was the last good Scary Movie. And then they all went to shit from there. And do you want to know why? It's because the Wayans bros weren't involved in any of the ones after Scary Movie 2, and that's why they fell off. There you go, a little writer insider. I mean, you could just Google that stuff. Google that had news. Sorry, I'm trying to get Dynamite on here. I'm on a wonky site. I shouldn't be. Guys, don't do what I do. I typically don't do this, but I'm on a some sort of site here that I'm trying to navigate. Okay, well, we'll get it up here, guys. Chat, bear with me here. But yeah, look at what Brad Shepard said. He's talking shit to me here, so we're gonna figure. I made him mad, and he called me names, so we're gonna dissect this here about what happened. And this stems from the Duke Loves Wrestling interview I did, or like podcast. It was kind of an interview, but he broke that news about Soft Ground Uganda being a pretty much a scam, and he talked about Devon's feud with Will Washington and all of that. Not feud with him, but just like, Will Washington got mad at Duke he's like, why'd you let Devon say that shit about me? It's like, dude, it's Devon Dudley. He didn't let him say anything. Okay, we got the CEO coming out. A big packed house in Cardiff. Hey, the building's well lit. It's full. Awesome work, AEW. Honestly, round of applause. It looks great in there. It's well lit. Okay. Now we'll see. Aesthetically, looking good. They filled whatever this little building is. Okay, so let me hydrate a bit. It's hot as shit, guys. I got another soda water, watermelon flavored. Okay, so on the podcast with Duke Loves Wrestling, I had said Brad Shepard says some unhinged shit. That offended him, like behind the scenes in public. It offended him for the wrong reasons, though. So to my knowledge, Brad Shepard, the word out there is that he says unhinged, cancelable shit, the stuff that people would deem that. Now, he's mad that I mischaracterized him, and he was actually severely harassed by, I guess, people in the IWC. I guess people sent things to his house and did all kinds of weird shit, and that's why he disappeared. I didn't know that. I thought it was more political based because Brad and Billy Body would do these pods and Billy's going off about, and by the way, I'll have either of these guys on the show. And this is what sort of irked me about what Brad said to me, but I just responded smoothly. And honestly, but it irked me a little bit because what he just is saying here isn't true, but Billy and them, they'll go on like rants about like LGBT and stuff like that. Guys, Twitter doesn't like that. Like social media bans people when you go crazy on like political topics and stuff. I thought it had to do with that. I had that's just what the vibe people put out there. Like I wasn't ultra familiar with his Twitter activity. You know what I mean? I had assumed it was that because that was the impression that I was under, like from me poking around a little bit, this and that, because I had heard, I followed Billy for a long time. I still keep up with what he's saying because his love or hate the guy, bad Zelina Vega jokes aside, horrible jokes that I don't fuck with aside, his news can be accurate. Like I'm a sponge, bro. I just absorb everything I can from everyone and I extrapolate what's good and I discard what's bad. You can learn something from everyone. Okay. I truly believe that. So, Billy's been right about a lot of news. So I follow him and then him and Brad do these podcasts and they get pretty crazy. Brad said some salacious, spicy shit on these shows. Right. But I did mischaracterize him. I'll own that. He didn't say unhinged shit. That's sort of rude to say because unhinged shit sort of happened to him. And so I'll own that. But it was also me sort of regurgitating the sort of consensus that's out there. Right. So, again, we'll read what he said to me and I'll read my response to him. But I do want to preface it by saying maybe I should have said wild shit. Maybe I should have used a different word. I'll own that. I'll be a man and own that. But I definitely am not whatever. I say, if you haven't yet, check out this podcast I did with D Loves Wrestling. My guy may have uncovered a huge scam in wrestling. Da-da-da-da-da. Brad Shepard goes, what a weak bastard you are. Following me on X while telling your audience I say unhinged crazy shit. Now, I'll read my response on your show. Defensively telling your audience you don't fuck with Brad Shepard. Yeah, I mean, did I say I don't fuck with him? I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't fuck with you. Like, I don't know you, bro. We don't fuck with each other. Yeah, so yeah, I said that. I don't know you. We don't talk. You know what I mean, dude? So, like, yeah, I don't fuck with you. Like, I don't know. I don't know how old you are, dude, but that's just how, like, I don't know. That's how I talk. So, I don't remember saying that, but I probably said that. But we don't fuck with each other. We don't at all. So you don't fuck with me. I don't see you liking my shit or anything. Anyways, so he goes, because you're terrified they might get upset from you simply reading a post I made. No, that's why you got 8 likes, and I'm one of the only people. Do you know how many people sent me this, Brad, who are fucking terrified to even associate with you, who accounts who prop themselves up as, oh, I'm the truth tellers and we're just keeping it real about AEW and shit. I got sent this DM, right, or pardon me, this public post you made about me. I got sent to it by at least 8 or more motherfuckers. People who won't like or repost any of your shit, who are terrified to, but they all keep up on what you're doing. I bring you up on the show. I'm bringing you up on the show again. I brought you up at the end of last show. You can come on my show. The last thing I'm is fucking scared, bro, of anyone, let alone a conversation, which I do tell him. But so he's just he's inserting, I don't know if it's projection, I don't want to call it that, but he's like just putting shit on me that isn't true. I'm not worried about, no, my understanding is you say some spicy shit. And people are fucking dumb these days. And you have to tell people, like, okay, if I say I like Chris Benoit, some idiots are going to go, oh, you like Chris Benoit? He murdered his face. You like a murderer? You have to say, yo, I like Chris Benoit, but obviously I don't condone his actions. But Chris Benoit was awesome at wrestling. You have to do that in 2024, Brad. You have to. Okay, dude, I'm sorry, but people get fucking, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know what jokes you all make. I don't know everything. Okay. And this was just what people told me. You were saying wild jokes and shit, outright tagging people in some pretty spicy news. But Definitely not scared. Come on this show right now. You come on the show anytime. And actually, we had Duke trying to link us up, and I told him that you and I can speak privately. You never reached out. I can't DM you. I said, tell him to come on the show. You don't want to do that. Duke's like, he won't want to do that. Okay, then I don't know what else I can do, buddy. You know what I mean? But yeah, attempting to spread misinformation about a suspension from X, which would have been, no, dude, I'm not attempting to spread misinformation. You're like real paranoid, dog. I'm sorry that the IWC came after you before, but I'm not doing with this shit you're talking about. Okay? You're like real paranoid, homie. That's not what I was doing whatsoever. Okay? I didn't attempt to spread misinformation. Okay? Whatsoever. I just conveyed my assumptions on the situation based on what people out in the IWC say about you. That's all. Without me trying to jump to conclusions, right? And I was just covering my own ass. Oh, you're covering your own ass. It's what we all have to do, Brad. Right? It's 2024. Motherfuckers come out after you for anything. Okay? It's like Hulk Hogan right now. People are like denouncing Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is one of my personal all times. Now I have to go, I don't agree with his shit outside the ring, but I loved Hulk Hogan's runs and kayfabe. Like, we have to do that, dude, in 2024. I'm sorry if you don't like that. I'm sorry if it offended you. And I could have used a better word than unhinged. But we don't fuck with each other, and I was not attempting to spread misinformation. You're wrong about those things. Which would have been successful if Duke didn't interject and correct the record with facts, which he did, and I conceded. You don't know me and never had a conversation with me, but like the other haters of mine in wrestling media, I don't hate you. I don't hate you at all. I put you over in other shows as a guy who is also reputable, broke stories and stuff. Okay? I've done that too. You're just hearing the one instance. You don't listen to all my show. You don't know me either, bro. Fuck. Haters of mine in wrestling media. I'm not wrestling media, bro. I'm an asshole who makes fun of shit. You have plenty to say about me. I don't have plenty to say about you. I don't. It's been the same 3 fucking things, dude. Okay? You said wild shit with Billy Boy. I've invited you both on the show, and I thought you got canceled off of X like a banned account for saying wild shit. That was my understanding. I didn't know you decided to dip out, bro. And where's your podcast? This is what I mean. Your fucking podcast like disappeared, evaporated too. So how's anyone supposed to know? Like, I don't know, dude. You weren't here. Make it clear. Like, and then, well, you guys will see my response because just the following me on X. Yeah, I follow like 3,000 people, dude. Follow a lot of people I don't agree with on everything, or a lot of people I might have whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not a pussy. So anyways, you don't know me. That's what weak bastards do. So you call me weak bastard twice. You wouldn't call me that to my face, first and foremost. I'll have you know that. You wouldn't tell me that on audio either, right? But I do understand why you're offended, and I do apologize for my mischaracterization. That's fair, but you're mischaracterizing me by calling me a weak bastard. I'm the only one. You still only have 8 likes, bro. 3.3K people saw this shit, and fucking 12 people interacted with it, Brad. Why do you think that is? Huh. But I quote tweeted you. I follow you. I respond underneath to you. I invite you on my show, but I'm a scared, terrified, weak bastard, Brad? Really? Interesting. So my response, nope, that's not it, bud. I've heard you say wild shit before on air, like Britt Baker sleeps with Christian Cage. That's a fact. For instance, to where even Billy Body pushed back on that after a couple of weeks. Facts. Do you want me to pull receipts? Billy Body went to an AEW show a couple weeks after that, after you had went off on his show and he went on yours. And then he's like, dude, I seen Adam Cole and Britt Baker interacting in a hotel lobby, and I'm going to stop going so hard on that shit. And I don't, I might not buy into that. They just look like a normal couple, just trying to be normal people. Even Billy was saying that, bro. Meanwhile, you're like, and Christian fucks, like Cole's a cuck and all this stuff. You were saying that. That's wild, bro. So now when people tell me you say you're unhinged on Twitter and you got canceled or whatever the fuck, When people say that, what am I to believe? Right? I'm just going based on what's out there, dude. So didn't try to spread misinformation. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry if that makes you feel better, but I don't know, man. And I addressed you directly. You didn't respond to me too. So am I a weak bastard? Where's the response, Brad? It's a week later. I'm covering it on the show, Brad. Cancel unleashed. Not unleashing on me, dude. Not saying anything to me. Cancel as well. Your fucking name's Cancel, dude. And I'm supposed to think you weren't canceled? Fuck, bro. This IWC sometimes, you guys, like, if it wasn't for chat, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd throw my fucking hands up with these people. Sorry, guys. I see super chats in here. LC Killer 17s. I go to random websites to watch AEW pay-per-views. Yeah, I don't do it too frequently, but I got a couple like in the pocket that work really well in case I need it. And tonight I'm doing that. Mercedes covered in her crystals. What up, PWT? Yeah, dude. You know, her crystal gang. She seems crystally. You know what I mean, dude? She doesn't surprise me if she's a crystal chick. But nothing, dude. I'm just going off on Brad Shepard here, but also like cordially. Like I'm not against this dude. Honestly, I'm not. This is a 5-year-old tantrum. Brad's mad when people make comments about his rhetoric, but expects to be untouchable when he does the exact same thing. Thank you. So all the super chats get a round of applause there. I had to get that off. Thank you for the contributions to the show. And Shaggy, yeah, so I'm unfamiliar with it. Like it's that's the thing. That's the thing. I've only been familiar with him for like about 2 years. You know, and everything I heard was like, yeah, he's a legit writer, breaks stories, all that. But he got canceled for like saying crazy shit. Do you hear what him and Billy say? Da 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 da. And I'm like, well, I like Billy from K100, but isn't he kicked off there? And then you start looking into things, bro. You know, so that's all I'm saying. Like, it's not like he's like, you don't know me, dude. Your name's Cancel Unleashed, and you're mad that I thought you were canceled. Literally doesn't make fucking sense, bro. You know what I mean? LC Killer for $2 says Camille Habib Habab was born in the dark. You simply adopted the darkness. I was born in it. I was raised in the darkness. Guys, thank you for the super chats. I got to get through this here. I'm going to drop you guys in a DJ Paula Goofy. People go. Anyways, guys, we'll get off this whole topic, but basically this is what I said. I said, I've heard you say wild shit before on air, like Britt Baker sleeps with Christian Cage, for instance, to where even Billy Body pushed back on that after a couple of weeks. That's a crazy claim to just make out of the blue, dude, which he did. There's been no evidence of that. And if there is, present it then. Come here and present it. I was under the impression you were banned from X for saying stuff they deem bannable and unhinged. Those are the words that were used to me. Like he said, like cancelable shit. Okay. And then I was immediately corrected by Duke, to which I conceded and copped to being ignorant to the situation. I did. Go and listen to it. I also put over prior to this show as someone who people valued as reliable and credible at one point for sure. So what you say in regard to wrestling shouldn't be discarded. I follow tons of people I may or may not agree with. I'm not a triggered pussy. It's 2024, and you have to clarify to online dipshits that just because you cover, discuss, follow someone, you don't co-sign every word they speak or action they take. You know this. Stop taking it personal. You can come on my show and clear things up with me directly if you'd like. I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm definitely not afraid to talk to anybody. That's a fucking fact. So I don't want to hear that shit. And I appreciate you, though, Brad. I'm not against you, bro. I'm really, really, really not against you, dude, whatsoever. And it's unfortunate we get off on this foot, but hey, it is what it is. So into our IWC Sicko segment here, and I actually have a sound for it. Are you guys ready to get down with the sickness? So it's time for sickos of the century. I don't know. Let me hydrate here, guys. You guys like the new sound or what for the sicko moment of the week? I slept with Britt Baker. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh. Let me know if you guys are watching Dynamite tonight. We got young man Billington, Dynamite Kid's son, taking on Chris Jericho. Watch Jericho go over on this poor kid. Okay, so our sounds are loud, bro, especially the air horn. Get over it. Has Phil written any books? Yeah. Do I? Not a novel, but yeah, I've written books technically. Not a shitload, but yep. I'm just reading chat. Sorry, we're just I'm watching this match here. I'm interested. Jericho hits a lion salt. Here we go. Jericho rolls to the ring. So AEW just needs to leave the country to get a crowd. Yeah, I said it on the last show. They should like just go in the UK for a while. This match makes zero sense. They did the distract ref spot, knocked around kid, and it means nothing. Yeah. Jericho needs to be taken behind the woodshed, then return as a manager. Chelsea Green. Okay, chat. Let's get into this. Excuse me. Only suffering through Dynamite because of PWT Nation. Yeah, guys, do you know who I was DMing with today? Speaking of IWC sickos, AIR Gold. AIR fucking Gold. We DM'd like all day, dude. And I was rolling laughing through a lot of it. And yeah, it was fucking hilarious, dude. That's all I gotta say. I don't know. The dude just can't. Whatever. I don't know. We should get into that another time. But I DM'd with him like all day. We were DMing about shit, and basically he just can't. Like he's just a dude who can't like be objective. Like it's all subjectivity with him. Like everything is my opinion. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just like everything is self-serving and opinion based in the universe. When you break in, it's like. Okay, if you're one of those dudes, we just then like, why do you care then? You know? And he's like, don't talk about numbers. And I'm like, bro, we just like you were just tweeting about how the Netflix deal isn't good for WWE or Raw. It's like but you want to talk about numbers, you know? So it's like, what are we talking about here? That it just was like so at times he's like, you know, it's like, well, you tweeted about the fucking numbers. So that's why I'm bringing it to numbers. Like, and I was trying to ask him, I'm like, how do you quantify a good wrestling match? He's like, you can't quantify that. And it's like, so then by your, like, he's like, it's all opinion. And it's like, okay, so then in my opinion, Maxine versus Valhalla is the best wrestling match of all time. And you can't refute that. He's like, well, no, you can refute that. Well, no, you can't. You know what I mean? Because the dude's like Solo versus Cody is the greatest match then, or is it? And I'm like, well, what makes a great match? Well, you can't quantify that. You can't just define what makes a good match. Well, then how are you then Maxine and Valhalla is the greatest match of all time. You guys get what I'm saying? It's like if we can't, but clearly it's not. Like clearly there are matches better than that. Why? Tell me in your opinion why. And then he couldn't even do that. Like literally it was me slamming my head like fucking Goldberg into a locker. Like, dude, can you just please define what a good wrestling match is? And then I'll either agree with you or disagree. I don't know because you won't tell me what you think. And then he's always like, why? So you can make it about numbers. And it was just him like trying to make my arguments for me. And it was in such bad faith. But shout him out though. I'm not trying to be shitty to him. He's not like the worst. He's not like a gross dude. I was calling him names and shit. I was like, no, stupid. Fucking pay attention. Because I was like, dude, you're not like, just answer the question. You know, you don't tell me that I'm going to start talking about numbers because I'm not. Unless you want to talk numbers, you know, then we can do that, you know. But I was like, dude, I like the Mercedes Moné Brit shit. You know what I mean? So like, we probably agree on that, you know, like you have to define a good match though, or we can't talk about good wrestling. You know, I'll tell you what I think a good match is and you can refute my shit if you want, but he didn't want to do that. So I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know, maybe he'll come on the show one day and we'll hash it out. But yeah, we were like sending voice messages too. It's good to like hear his voice and be like, okay, this guy, like he's a human, you know, like I can at least, yeah. Either way, here's some sickos. Andrew Baydala and Awful. Oh yeah, see, I was trying to get Awful. I don't know what's going on with Awful anymore, guys. So I don't know, but basically, I covered it on the last show. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Baydala called him a grifter or what, but Awful's like pointing out this dude's subscribe button for like, you can donate this guy money, right? And then Awful's like pointing that out and being like, that's whack. But then he's talking about how he's selling a book. So let me read this. I'm selling a book when it's like, bro, we're all out here trying to make money, bro. Don't be fucking not, you know what I mean? Get it how you got it, or whatever the fuck Alfred Kono always says. Get it how you got it how you get it, whatever the fuck. But he goes, I'm selling a book when the time comes. Hell, I might sell an Awful t-shirt down the line, but who knows? What I'm not selling is beliefs, rumor, news, or credibility. Okay, we can't gatekeep what people sell, Awful. Love you, bud, but you know what I mean? If fucking he can do snake oil, hey, you're allowed to do that. I'm sorry, we can shit on it, but and when I do, the consumer will get something tangible and real they can enjoy. True. Especially that book. It'll be good whether it's right or wrong, you know? Tell me what you were selling, bro. Copium? Okay, bro, it doesn't matter what he's selling, you know? He's selling his tweets, bro. Anyone you can monetize, put that little dono button there. You guys get donos on Tootie talking shit. You know what I mean? We can't be fucking... You got to start calling everyone out for that then, if you're going to call this guy out for that, because you can make that argument to everyone. But I'm in Awful's corner. You guys know that, but I wanted to discuss this with him on the show. But anyways, though, so he goes on. News that can be mined anywhere for free. That's true, yeah. Close-up shots of your head. Oh, shit, he's roasting him. I have more followers than you because they like my stuff at no cost to them or me. True. Absolutely true. I admit when I'm wrong. Go ahead and check. Absolutely true. And let it be known, I don't know what Baydala said to this dude to set Awful off like this. Like, did he call him a grifter? Because if he called Awful a grifter and started this, then I retract everything I just said about Awful. I'd go after his shit too. I'd be like, dude, you're collecting money too. But otherwise, what I say stands. I'm not looking to be credible or land a job exactly with some wrestling company or become the next vanilla generic monotone lick spitting talking head. I promise you this will be the last time I recognize you anywhere, you wish-washy grifting Mark Farmer. Oh shit, Awful cooked. This fucking dude, bro. What? Sent fucking fire at him. That last half. That first half, hey. Hey now. You know what I'm saying? We got Arthur Jennings for $5. AEW coming to Australia with a little shrimp on the bobby. Phyllis Stadium. Yet Dynamite will stream tonight about 9 hours from now. Wait to get people interested. Luckily, we have P. Dub. T. Yeah. Oh, wow. I just love that that's on the soundboard now. Sorry, guys. Arthur Jennings, thank you so much. And Australia, yeah, man, you guys are getting a stadium show. Hopefully it fills up. Hopefully you guys have a good time. Hopefully they catch a lightning bolt hits and they catch fucking nuclear flame, Godzilla flame in that time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm lucky to have you guys too. And it's shitty. Like, it's crazy it doesn't air right away. Like, maybe the streaming will fix all that. Tony McCann was wearing a Max hat during like a podcast or something. So just maybe they're on Max. Who knows? Awful brought it. Yeah, dude, he smoked. He cooked him. And Baydala's like one of the worst. Bro, love Awful. Yeah, absolutely. Think Awful may have started it. Yeah, there, because that's how I felt too. I was like, damn, I think he just, you know, because I'm like, damn, then you got to call me out, bro, because I get super chats. So like, you know what I mean? Then you got to call everybody because people could easily say the same thing. Although I align with Awful where it's like, dude, I'm not trying to be credible in news whatsoever. You know, I just read the shit. I literally go to my bookmarks and read other people's shit. You know what I mean? So it's full on. And if Baydala, I don't know if Baydala breaks news, but he's just like a schmarmy prick. So I'm glad he got his, but like I didn't realize till I brought it to the show the first. I was like, I think Awful's kind of going at this dude. Or this guy goes, how do you plan on releasing a book on the death of a company that will still be alive by the time you publish said book? And Awful said, that's the exciting part. Let's find out together. That's what I wonder too all the time. Like, I don't see AEW dying ever, like ever, as long as Tony's alive. Like, he will just keep it, even if it's being run out of a Walmart parking lot and being streamed on Tubi or on YouTube, like OVW. He's going to keep it alive in some way. I truly believe that, dude. I think he'll waste every drip drop dime and embarrass himself to no end to continue to try and make this thing work. So I do worry about that. I'm like, if I'm awful, I'm just like releasing a part 1. How it could maybe die, and I'm probably right, but we don't know yet. No, you shouldn't know who Bay Dalla is. I'm standing with awful. Yeah, guys, I'm not trying to make a fucking divide here either. I don't want to come across. You guys know me. I have to give it fucking call it down the line, brother. That's how it goes here, right? So, but yeah, and then Bay Dalla, I don't even know what he said. I think I have it bookmarked actually as well, but he might have said some shit too, because he pipes off a lot and he says some just silly stuff a lot of the times as well. Opinion based, whatever, subjective, however you want, but it's silly. Yeah, so let's scroll down here. We'll continue along. Paul London on Cafe de Rene. I don't know why this is in IWC Sickos. He just said he doesn't hold a grudge with Triple H. I don't know. That shouldn't be in here, so we're going to skip that one. Dummy. Yeah. Moving along. Rhea Ripley goes hard on the Liv Morgan fans. Now, if you guys haven't been paying attention, Liv and Rhea fans going hard at each other. I like both guys' opinions. Yeah. Exactly. I don't even. They're both cute. Everyone's cute, dude. But that's pretty much what I'm doing. Just fence sitting. No. I back off all the way. I will fucking stand and fist fight for that man, truly, because he is a great person, and he knows that, right? He knows I'm also gonna. Oh, come on now, awful. That's not very fair. You know what I mean? That's not very fair, awful. That's what we do here, folks. So, no, definitely no qualms with whatever. I just wish I had more context. And but also, guys, I had weird shit going on. Like I said, I was at the hospital. I had some fucking weird shit going on the other week too, where it was whatever. So like I wasn't as active too, so maybe I just missed a chunk of that. But I'm not about to look through Bay Dalla's feed to figure it out. Someone send it to me, but I think Awful just owned that dude overall. That's where we're leaving it. Paul London, whatever. Not talking about that. Rhea Ripley goes at the Liv Morgan stands. Crikey. This right here is a Liv Morgan stand in its natural born habitat of X. If you come up real slow, then you might be able to see its natural call where it calls to the other LM stands by crying about something. This person made their account private. Now that's fucked. The WWE superstar had to do that to a fucking Liv Morgan stand, and that's unhinged too. So that sort of shit makes this segment, and god damn it, it wasn't privated before, but she goes, be careful not to make a noise or share an opinion. These creatures are pack animals and don't venture too far from one another. So she destroys this person, and that's what's happening on the WWE side, folks. And I told you, we're going to get the fucking WWE sickos too on the segment. The Liv and the Rhea stands are going at each other. Horde, dude, hard in the paint. I don't know how anyone goes for Liv over Rhea. I'd switch teams for mommy. They are literally the two baddiest in two completely different ways. Is what's wild about that shit. Moving along. WWE is running Orlando the exact same day as AEW's pay-per-view in Orlando. Pettiest company on the planet. Clown face. So WWE, we covered it on the last show. They're running this Orlando show. And of course, the IWC handled it properly. And no, they're mad. And it's like WWE runs this Orlando show. They even ran it against their own Raw before. It's the same holiday tour, the same Orlando show every year for like 30 years or something. I think I saw someone post the stat. It's like 30 fucking years they've ran it. And yeah, these people don't know that because they want to go, oh, you only care about one wrestling. You only like one wrestling. But it's projection. That's them. They don't pay attention to WWE. Talk about shit they don't know. Happens so much, I realized today. So the fantastical tales of Tony Khan. That dude Remember, I was like, guys, he blocked me. Remember, I read that sicko story. He didn't block me. I don't know what fucking happened. My bookmarks messed up. This dude has new stories, and we're gonna read it, guys. Okay, it's gonna be phenomenal. So from God's gift, these people are unbelievably pathetic and stupid. No one in the outside world knows what AEW fucking is. This guy at Mark Red Believer says the outside world takes AEW seriously. They take AEW super seriously, guys. It's super serious. Serious as Man Bear Pig. Yeah, it's so fucked, man. Because this is the thing with like AIR Gold too. His argument to me wouldn't be, and I never asserted this. He was just asserting all this stuff that I was thinking before I said it. One of those pompous pricks who like, and I'm sorry to go hard on him. It's just the truth. It's like the dude just like tries to predict what you're going to say. He already knows it. Know it all. I tell you guys, what do I tell you guys on the dumbest people are the people who think they're smarter than everyone else. Something I was taught young, and I wish I applied it when I was younger, was surround yourself. Like if you're the smartest guy in the room, that's an L all the time. You shouldn't always be the smartest guy in the room. You know what I mean? The majority of the time, you got to surround yourself with people smarter than you, you know? Otherwise, weird shit like this happens. You know what I'm saying? He's a fellow Canuck, too. I feel bad. But, yeah, exactly. If AEW is making all the money, he would say that to me. Well, their ratings are number one and whatever. And then I'd be arguing to him, okay, but look at, like, the pacing, like the no-selling and shit is fucking trash. But then I would also be admitting, maybe I'm wrong because it is working. You know? So, but the stories just to me are trash in AEW. That's the main problem they have. Above the wrestling, like the stories are bad and then they just over wrestling you. You know? So, I don't know. Maybe I'll have him on to review All In or this. I don't want to review All In because that's just like a wrestling focused show and that's what he likes. So he'll just be like, well, all of these matches were great. I want to talk like nuance, psychology, the production value, the placement of segments and all of those sorts of things. Anyways, though, tell him to give Alfred Conan's gun. I think I'm dumber. Exactly, dude. I tell everyone, like, dude, don't listen to me, especially with this news and shit, the hot news. I just repeat what other people are saying, then I get my take on it. And then sometimes I've been right. Sometimes I've known some shit a little bit, and I bring it to the show. That's all I'm saying. And if I say some shit confidently, I'm not wrong about it. You know what I mean? I'm telling you that right now. If I say it where I'm like, I don't know, who knows? Or I do the Meltzer double side, but it's because I don't know. And you guys can obviously discern that because you guys are intelligent people. That's why this chat is goated. This show's the best. We have fucking, I'm cultivating a good audience here, okay? Of fucking people who can disagree but are fucking don't spurg out about it. You know what I mean? So anyways, though, I don't think anyone takes AEW seriously. We got to be honest. Walmart doesn't either, okay? Tony Khan doesn't either. What do I mean by Walmart? Their figures are for $30. You can buy a Roman for 15 with the title and everything. And you're selling fucking Chuck Taylor for $30. That's not serious, bro. Like, that's not serious on any level. Is that fucking serious? So conveniently left out the ratings. Here's from AEW Neckbeards now. Here's this dude. He's made it to the show before because he's literally a memed. Now, I'm not saying, oh, harass and make fun of this guy, but he's written hilarious sicko shit like about Dax Harwood, his interaction with Dax Harwood coming out of a Starbucks. He wrote like a fucking, you know, he wrote like a fucking sonnet about how he wrote a haiku about fucking meeting Dax walking out of Starbucks. But this guy's literally in the meme, the creepy stalker, like the type of, now I'm not calling him that, and I don't know this guy, but literally he takes pictures with wrestlers outside of Starbucks. All I'm saying. And so this guy pops up again, man. Hey, it's not, I'm sorry, dude, but he's with MJF and he's listening to, or here's his thing, My Scumbag, right? And shout him out, dude. He loves I'd take a picture with Max too. And so, but here's what he wrote. FTR Follow the Revolution. This is his Twitter account. It's called FTR Follow the Revolution, right? This week has been unforgettable for AEW. AEW Dynamite was ranked number 1 on cable. Okay, that's wrong, except for in the world of wrestling. to where they do all these weird tricks. In the actual grand scale of cable, they absolutely were not. AEW All in Texas was announced. That is a big deal, but will they fill it? Who knows? They don't need 50K tickets. That's good too. I don't know what match they're going to do. I don't know what match they're going to do to get 50K in Texas, dude. They're struggling to sell out the game fucking esports thing. A bittersweet Bryan Danielson video package. Okay. All right. Mina Shirakawa made her return to AEW. Everyone loves HLA. Tommy Billington is officially signed AEW. Okay, sure. He just jobbed to fucking Jericho, bro. Jericho jobbed this kid. Jericho jobbed Takeshita. He beat fucking all the kids. He beat everyone. He beat them all other than, I think, one, right? Action Andretti. And then look at what they did with Andretti. Ty Conti is set to make her official return at any time. Bro, you're not that big of a Ty Conti, Mark. AEW's Twitter account reached 1 million followers. Shit, dude. Michael Oku and Amira are expected to sign with AEW. Chat. Do I got a Michael Oku? No, I'm not going to be rude. I am familiar with him. I have been for quite a while, but I don't keep up with like his matches and shit. But that's the guy MJF just wrestled. Over 100 likes. PWT chat has spoken. What? And guys, pardon me. I legit have not slept in like a fucking 2 days. Okay, and I got bubbly going here. A soda water, and I just drank a Red Bull, sugar free. And yeah, we're just rolling. And thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you guys for the 100 likes. So yeah, Michael Oku. Okay, Adam Cole could make his in-ring return as soon as next week. I don't know where anyone's hearing that. He could be a big surprise at Wembley, though. Sorry, Mark Briscoe's cutting a promo. And he's great on the stick, and they're called the Conglomeration. Him, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, and Ishii and Willow are a faction. I don't know. Makes no sense. Anyways, TK said today AEW will be heading back to London in 2025. Not for All In, though. AEW is planning to do a stadium show in Australia in 20. Okay. With 12 days to go, All In has surpassed 48,000 tickets sold. Who gives a shit? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. This guy was just marking out, I guess, for all that. Here's Neckbeards again. High IQ fan in response to WWE running a house show in Orlando the same day as AEW is running a pay-per-view. Call the authorities. So All Elite Marks goes, okay, in all seriousness, this is as low and dirty a tactic as WWE can pull. It might actually not even be legal. If you live in Florida, call your representatives. Call city council.
You what?
Or state senators or whatever and report this to them. They need to take action against WWE repeatedly.
You fucking mark!
Repeatedly, I said immediately. This is how fucking tired I am right now. Listen to me, guys. If this guy was made aware that WWE's done the show for 30 years, first, he wouldn't say this shit about WWE could sue AEW. And this is what I mean with these people. These are literally the people you think they are. I realized that today. These are the people you think like they are fucking absolutely just bad faith. Like it's that. I hate even using that term. It's just absolute, like, just a disconnect with reality, or it's blatant trolling. It's one of the two things, right? Like otherworldly trolling. Because yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. And everyone botches, but this is like a strong opinion. And these are the people who are like, Fed fans only like Fed wrestling. You fucking, here's the thing. When like El Hijo comes in, these people don't know him either, other than clips. Otherwise, why the fuck ain't AAA doing that type of business? They don't know them either, man. It's all a front. They just lie like, oh yeah, I know that fucking underground ska band, dude. Totally. You know, Fox. They don't actually know, guys. They don't actually know these wrestlers that come in either. They're just like every other normal person, right? Some of them do. Of course, there's exceptions. We speak in generalities here because that's how the world works, right? Consensus. So I don't know, guys. All I'm saying is I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm just going off tonight, okay? This guy wouldn't be talking that shit if the shoe was on the other foot. It's inconsistent. And these people are just disingenuous like that, dude. They don't believe the shit they're even saying, or they do, and they're just completely deluded. And like, or they project. I noticed this too. It's mass projection, right? So I don't know what to say. Yeah, I mean, Meltzer projects all the time. We covered on the show. Tony projects all the time. He cries victim, and then these fools project like. This is the same type of guy who will tell you, oh, Mark only watched the Fed. You don't know anything other than the Fed. Meanwhile, this guy doesn't know about anything other than fucking AEW or what? Doesn't know anything about the Fed? Mindless sheep to the dirt sheets. Yeah, and AR Gold was like, oh, so it's sheep? So like just whatever sheep do is what you like? Number one? What's trending number one? It's like, dude, that is just such a brain dead argument. You can't even have that argument. Like, no, dude, you aren't the fucking all-seeing eye. So you're out. It's always, that's what I tell you guys. It's always Alex Jones conspiracy with these guys. The all-seeing eye of Horus. You know, like they're fucking like, see, they're way above us, man. There's less of them, but they're like the telepathic future readers, bro. It's just fucking stupid. It's like we have measurable data, right? Like numbers don't lie, bruv. Period. Well, it's not about the numbers. Okay, so is it about the wrestling? Because wrestling's about like pacing and psychology and selling and putting your opponent over so that you look better when you beat them. These sorts of things. So you can't argue against, because they can't. In no way. They'll never win that argument. In no way do all of these, in no universe should Ishii be no selling Swerve, dude. They're world champion. And dude goes, well, you're in New Japan, Mark. You should get the psychology behind Ishii. No, it's not psychology. It's a spot he does. Hulk Hogan hulking up, that there's psychology about how you build up to that spot, bro. So like these people don't even understand it. You know what I mean? This is the conversation I'm having today. Like, bro, you don't even fundamentally understand what's going on, dude. You know what I mean? So like back up, figure that part out, and then start talking shit. You know, that's all I'm saying. Let's move along here. Call your authorities. WWE's a down. So Dax good. So here's Dax. We talked about it before. JD from NY says the most heatless tag team title match in company history. FTR, fucking true. FTR only exists to feud with the Bucks. That's been it as of late. Acclaimed is ice cold. Lazy booking, as Jim Cornette would say. Division is a shell of its former self. FTR goes, I had a whole response written out. Okay, first off, if you had a whole response written out and then you deleted it and then wrote out a whole nother new response.
You what?
What? So you had a whole response written out that you backspace to write a whole other response. I had a whole response written out, but decided to go with he's a dumb son of a bitch. After we broke our bodies for 30 minutes, only to give the fans a match they'd remember. No one remembered it, Dax. I'm sorry, bro. This idiot decides, and when I say nobody, in general, like in the grand scope, well, a few people did it touch their souls. Okay, what does it do for the wrestling business? Those same people will watch all wrestling, right? The people who watch AEW, we know they all watch WWE, and they'll also, if MJF was having a match on YouTube, they'd go watch it too. We know that. We already know that. So, like, how does it help the business to cater to that? Helping the business means more money into the business.
Oh, well, Tony Khan gives the business all this money. I mean, gives all these wrestlers money. That's good for the bit. No, it's not. Not if they're not reinvesting their time into the business. Time is money. If you give Edge $3 million, and Edge deserved it, I'll never knock him for taking it. You guys already know that. But if he's just at home or breaking his fucking tibia and there's no PC and you guys don't run house shows and you're not building the market, oh, why do they run house shows so they can break their bodies? No, dumb Dave Meltzer, Mark. It's so that they can build markets. And so that when they do all the outside subsidiary towns around the large town, when they go to the large town, people travel to the large town. And then when they go to the small town, people travel from the smaller town over. It's fucking like so basic. This is figured out 200 years ago in the circuit, in the fucking circuses, dude, in the carnivals. They figured this out. Why does the carnival travel, bro? What the fuck? Like, are we really? These are the conversations I was having with AAR Gold today. I know it seems like I'm just having arguments with nobody. I assure you this was shit I was saying today in DMs, like baffled, laughing that I even had to explain these sorts of things. Like, really, you know? So you can, I don't know, whatever. But Dax goes like, only to give the fans a match they'd remember. This idiot decides to tweet buzzwords he's heard from people who actually mean something in this business. So, well, he put Jim Cornette over, so I don't know. And I don't know, shout out JD's not wrong. There's no heat on that triple threat, dude. I talked about it on Last Call podcast today. It's nothing. So to follow up, Pro Wrestling Counselor says, or pardon me, WWF Counselor says, JD is trying to take food off the table of Dax's children. So JD from NY goes, oh boy, Dax is upset at me again. Didn't block JD, blocked me. I've never said shit about Dax that's bad, dude, until now. Oh boy, Dax is upset at me again. Maybe you should tell Tony Khan to fix your depleted and embarrassing tag team division. You know, your division that had its championships go undefended for 4 months. Facts. Instead of worrying about what I have to say. Best tag team in the world, and they are worrying about what JD from NY has to say. Does anyone in AEW take criticism, or are they all salty marks for themselves? Oh, shit. Dude, JD doing my gimmick, bruv. Hey, like, come on now. What's going on here, man? Come on the show, JD. Let's do it. Let's talk that shit. Damn, man. It's pretty wild, dude. So, here's AIR Gold. Speak of the devil. Young Bucks updated their bio. Engagement farming feed. You either hate us or you really hate us. Full-time part-timers. Could have retired after our ROH run. Your EVPs. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Bucks have go-away heat. It's not cute anymore, right? Like, they are ruined what the company once had. Right? So I don't know. They just all think it's cute because they're selfish too. Like, that's what AIR Gold was saying. What have I told you guys for like a year and a half on the show? These people don't care about AEW. They care about their own self-serving purposes. Like, and he was saying that shit. He's like, I don't care as long as I get the matches I like. I don't care if they make money. I don't care if they're in a shack. I don't care how many people are in attendance. It's like, bro, you like watching the shitty production on the fucking shows where they're filming around emptiness? And he's like, it's art. And I'm like, bro, you're void of art. You don't understand art. And I'm an artist. Look at this shit fucking production. Right now, turn on Dynamite, guys. Look at this cool ass shot they have because the crowd's full behind them, bruv. And they're able to walk around these two as they do this promo with the crowd lit up very brightly because they're in an actually decent building. Aesthetically, it's shit, bro. Like, we can break this down on so many levels. Like, shit you wouldn't understand. You don't work in TV, bitch. You know? And I even said it. I was like, so if John Cena says Roman Reigns is the GOAT, that holds no weight. And the dude's literally like, it holds no... He's like, it's just his opinion. And it's like, right, but dude, if you went to a doctor and the doctor's like, man, you have the flu, take these pills, you'll be better in a week. And he's like, but it would just be the doctor's opinion. Do you not get a second opinion? Bro, you've never gone to the doctor and got a second opinion in your fucking life. Ever, bro. Ever. Especially not for a fucking something menial.
like a flu or something, you know, like that's the type of arguments this guy's making. Like, you know, I'm like, so let's say like a wrestler has come on my show and agreed with me on this certain topic. You wouldn't agree with that. You wouldn't at least say that their opinion holds more weight than, let's say, yours, right? And the motherfuckers, it's just an opinion. Everyone has an opinion. All right. Everyone has an asshole too, and they're full of shit, bud. So this AEW soldier guy talks shit to me too. So Brad Shepard had a problem with me. This guy had a problem with me too. And the PWT universe, he didn't even get one like. Y'all showed up and cooked his ass with flutes and everything. So round of applause for you guys. So this guy goes, I don't care what y'all say. Sometimes you may have to make an example out of people because Tony been getting played by wrestlers for far too long. This is in regards to Ray Phoenix and Tony tacking on his injury time. I quote tweet and go, how is it making an example by forcing him to stay, you fucking idiots? Hey, everyone, don't forget. And this is Tony Khan. Hey, everyone, don't forget. If I don't use you on TV ever because my deal with CMLL means you can't wrestle for the company you're signed to, then I'll tack your injury time on when you want to leave. Respect me. You people are dumb, man. This is why this shit's failing. TK and his stupid fan base ruined it for all of us. Damn, I was really fed up that day. This guy, I don't know, someone responded to moi, the queen, and said, well, where is it now? I just lost it. Here we go. So this guy goes, speaking of weirdos, let's talk about you. You leech off Dave and stupid Harry Potter flute for views, and your gimmick is Jim Cornette light without the wrestling knowledge. You can't interview for fuck's sakes. Get a life and leave AEW alone, bruv. Now, this guy's been following me, just commenting under my shit for like a while, right? So I finally give him what he wants. I slap him around a little bit, send him packing like he wants. He likes the abuse. I go, you follow me. Dave can eat my ass like a human centipede. Anyone defending him at this point of time is trash. My flute is goated. Ask chat. If I'm Jim Cornette light, you're AEW defender mild. Everyone loves talking to me, from pro wrestlers to neckbeards like you. That's why you're talking to me right now. Get a personality beyond AEW, baby bro. You'll be happier in life. Oh, God. Boy, Phil had to cook a motherfucker right there. Nah, bro, I ain't fighting words. It's verbal jousting. But yeah, if you talk some shit like that, you better, you're accepting mutual verbal combat with me, right? This guy, Jeremy Lambert, goes, AEW All In 2024 is going to do 50,000 times the fans and business WrestleMania 36 did, but the podcasters don't talk about that. Who the fuck cares? Like, why do they just nitpick these random... Okay, SummerSlam just did more than that WrestleMania 2. Gives a fuck. Like, so stupid. And I took an L2 because somebody posted a stat saying, and I conceded, I'm not one of these goofs. I go, oh yeah, I was wrong about this. I'm also like, for shoot, I'm dyslexic, but I don't use that as an excuse, guys. All right. But yeah, somebody wrote like WrestleMania or AEW All In 2 has now outdrawn 17 WrestleManias or something like that. And it's like, and then I was like, who cares if they outdrew WrestleMania 17? So I botched because I had misread it, but people corrected me. But then but it's the same thing stands. Like, who cares if they outdrew 17 WrestleManias on this one event? Like, it's not I don't know, man. You guys got to understand, if you have $1 billion, you can get 50,000 people to show up to a place for a thing, you know? And that's not taking anything away from the wrestlers or anything. But let's be honest here. You know what I mean? Like, if you went into any niche with $1 billion, you could probably draw a crowd, you know, in some capacity. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, we don't go like, oh, SummerSlam beat fucking every AEW show ever, you know? Like, that's not a good way to... It's incomparable in my... But that's just me. Other people can... Whatever. Real One goes, it's been 5 months and Bully Ray is still obsessed with me, acting like a man-child. And then Bully owns his ass with the fucking
picture, bro, and I go, nah, why Uncle Bully had to do him like that? Oh my God. And I'm not trying to be like, look at this. No, I don't give a fuck about any of that, but he goes, and I know, and then Real One, because this guy's funny, man. Real One is actually funny, and he's legit just trolling. Like, this guy loves WWE. He does this shit for the money, you know? You gotta admit, I out-trolled you with that. Bro, did you actually make that, LOL? Hell no. Someone sent it in a group chat. I was genuinely asking if it's you, and people ran with it. So this is this guy's proof that it's not him, but I think a bunch of people proved it is him. Whatever. Chat, you guys can run with that. Some wrestlers are just fucking stupid. I don't know what to tell you. And then he brings up Big Damo. Bro, Big Damo ain't fucking agreeing with you. But yeah, Bully, just like, I don't know why you had to do him like that, man, because it's Bully. It's like when Rio went after that, not went after, but like quote tweeted that Liv fan. Like, she didn't have to do that, man. It was devastation, fatality. I need that on the soundboard, dude. And there's another one too. He did him again, man. Where is it? Yes, sir. So Real One goes, yes, sir. Finally, wrestling is back tomorrow with Dynamite. Last Dynamite before All In. Let's go. And then Bully pops up and goes, fire. Bully pops in and goes, yes, sir. And then, yeah, it's this dude sending a picture going, yeah, I got tickets to Raw at Barclays before Mania 40. And then they go, I thought you don't like WWE. And he goes, nah, I just like the attention that the Fed fans shower me with. I actually watch Raw most weeks. It's fucking funny. Guys, he's like a next level troll, right? So I can't even like clown. I ain't even ripping on him anymore because it's actually just it's kind of funny if you think about it. You need to have Bully on. Oh, I'd love to, man. I'd fucking have any of these guys on. Anybody I talk about on the show, I have on. And yeah, I would have Bully on in a heartbeat. Devon as well, you know. Who knows? Maybe I'll ask Duke. I hate asking for favors. That's one thing. If you guys don't know, I fucking hate asking for shit. Except for 100 likes. That's but no, just like personally, business. I like to network on my own. You know, I don't like to be like, hey, could you get this guy to come talk to me? You know. So I got more here, guys. I got more here. Sorry, these guys are yelling at each other. And people, where's the stopwatch marks? MJF and Will Ospreay have been fucking talking for 30 minutes. Where's the stopwatch marks? Where's the wrestling, bruv? They're not going to fucking say that stuff. They never do. They're never consistent. This guy goes, a guy who has a tiny audience of smelly slug neckbeards thinks he knows more about the business than someone who has nearly half a century of experience. And yeah, this Ibu guy is a narcissistic fuck. I truly believe that. So sorry if you like him. When you see this face pop up in your feed, get ready to read the absolute dumbest, saltiest, brain dead takes you've ever read in your entire life. Absolutely. And he's literally shilling trying to get a Will Washington job. He blocked me because I LMAO'd at the video of Tony Khan walking right past Ibu when Ibu had his hand out trying to shake his hand. And this is what I try and tell people, man. Like, Tony Khan wouldn't fucking piss on your gums if your teeth were on fire, dude. Okay? He couldn't give two shits in an outhouse about any of these guys, man. Even though he's all like, I'm for the people. It's not that, or he wouldn't run these big fucking bills. It's not fan service. There's no fan service going on here. I'm going to have to go back, though, and rewatch this whole MJF Ospreay thing front to back, though. I'm going to have to do that because it's been a long, long segment, and they're cooking from what I've heard. Anyways, though, here's Ibu. He goes, I could definitely book NXT better than Heartbreak.
Liar! Liar! Tell us what you know, you goddamn liar!
Drugs are bad, okay? Drugs are very bad. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Ibu. That is fucking dumb, and you know it. And everything you marks claim to love about wrestling is what NXT's doing times 10, and none of you talk about it. because you don't really like it. And I want to see all the marks going, I watch wrestling for wrestling. That's what I'm going to tweet out, guys. You got to deal with a Phil Marks sending a tweet in the middle of the show. Okay? And I'm going to post the link. Where are all the... Where are all the stopwatch marks who watch wrestling for wrestling during this fire ass promo battle between MJF and Excalibur, putting over that there's a fine? I like that. You guys are all like, oh, come on now, Phil, putting over AEW. Yes, when I can, where I can, I absolutely will. I absolutely will. Sorry, guys, I'm just tweeting out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch this. This is actually, they cooked with this from what I guess you could call it eavesdropped in on. I don't know. So moving along here, let's see. So AR Gold, yeah. See, this is what made him want to DM me, I guess, or whatever. Or he said that, like, someone said I wanted to talk to him, and I was like, no, dude, before, because when he blocked me, it was like I had said it, like, you can come on the show, and your boy was cooking, man. 31K impressions, 400 likes, all that sort of shit. I was cooking, like, I got like 1,000 likes on a couple different posts. But this guy literally says WWE's $5 billion Netflix deal is good, but nothing special when you break it all down. The Netflix, oh my God. The Netflix deal is valued at $500 million per year for 10 years, but it is very broad in its scope. That's literally what AEW is being, very broad in the scope of what the deal is, motherfucker. Netflix will hold the exclusive rights to air Raw in the U.S. Yep. Outside of the U.S., Netflix will become the home for all WWE programming, including SmackDown, NXT, and every PLE. Yep. WWE Network will also be on Netflix overseas. Yep. Compare that to SmackDown, which got $280 million per year for U.S. rights alone. For how many years, AIR Gold? So 280 minus $5 billion, that's the difference, bro. Like, how are you this fucking, like, oh my God, dude. He literally doesn't understand it. Literally doesn't get it. And I go, nothing special. It literally is on the forefront of revolutionizing the way people consume pro wrestling as well as live weekly entertainment. You guys, Netflix is doing this deal to retain their viewership. They've done the market research, and they understand that there's the amount of people who have Netflix and WWE globally, the crossover is significant enough to where it makes sense for them logistically. And then SmackDown's just going to start getting even bigger rating, because he was saying, oh, it's not like AIR Gold. I talked to him about him. Pardon me. I'm tired of shit watching the Killers game trailer. I talked to him for a bit about this, right? Shout out Batista. But yeah, basically these people don't get it. They think that this fucking deal is like, oh, Netflix trying to bring in wrestling fans. No. They're just trying to retain viewers. This is the test subject. WWE's the guinea pig of, okay, how are we going to do live weekly content? Like, what is that going to be like? Entertainment-wise and sports-wise. WWE Sports Entertainment is acting, reality, kayfabe, and fucking athleticism. So it encompasses all of that, and it's the guinea pig to test how they're going to do other things. Idiots have fucking said to me too, oh, NFL did that with Peacock. No, it's not the same thing. This is 52 weeks out of the year, bro. This is unprecedented. Running a pay-per-view playoff game on Peacock randomly that didn't work. People don't fucking have Peacock. As a writer, the movie side of things, let me speak on, I'll educate you guys on this. On the entertainment side, TV shows and movies. I'm pretty sure Rainn Wilson was out there. He was on Bill Maher's podcast, the guy from The Office, Rainn Wilson, and he's like
Please, people subscribe to Peacock. Like, people aren't subscribing to it, and we need more people to. And my movie's on there or whatever. He had a new show that came out or whatever. And he's like, go and watch my new show. It's on Peacock. We need people. People aren't showing up to Peacock. It's a problem. I'm telling you, from my, like, trust me, people are showing up to Netflix globally. It's everywhere. So, like, they did the market research, guys. They aren't just going into this blindly as like, yeah, I don't know. This is going to set the fucking precedent for how other programs are going to work on Netflix when they start doing more live shit, and they need to retain the people they have. They're upping prices. They're not trying to get more people in at these upped prices. They're upping the prices to retain the people they fucking have because they already have so many people. Now, if new people come, yes, that's awesome. And yes, that's a bonus. And yes, that's right. But WWE is tried and true, and it's just growing in popularity. And it's something everyone can watch. Oh, McDonald's. Yes, McDonald's caters to everybody. Its objective is to cater to as many people as possible, to be affordable and consumable. There's a play area for your kid. There's a fucking spicy McCrispy for the adults. And there's a McCafe with a salad so your grandpa can watch his fucking calories or whatever the fuck. Do you guys know what I'm saying? It caters to everyone. Is it the best burger of all time? No, but they also don't charge you $18 for their fucking just one burger. I guess they do, maybe they do, yeah, with inflation and maybe for a meal. But what the point I'm making is, go and get a fucking Gordon Ramsay burger. Shit'll run you $30. You know what I mean? So it's consumable stuff that everybody caters to everybody and everybody can enjoy. And it's the most popular and it's delicious. Everyone agrees. Don't tell me no motherfuckers don't like McDonald's. Come on now. Everyone likes that shit. So is it the best? Like, yeah, maybe not everything, but like overall, like if we're doing a rating, a 2K rating, it's like a fucking 95 right now. WWE, right? It's firing, bro. And same with McDonald's. Yeah, dude, it's like a fucking 90. Like, it's always there 24 hours when you need it. Broke people can afford it. Rich people indulge in it. Come on, man. You know what I mean? That's the same with WWE. You can afford to go to the shows for the most part. There's something for everybody, all ages. Luchas, there's all different styles. There's women are running shit over there. It's, I don't know, man. These arguments get fucking tiresome and boring. And like, motherfuckers don't understand that the whole Netflix play is just to retain viewers. All those people I was just talking about, retain them. Netflix is the McDonald's of fucking, think about that. Yeah, WWE went to Netflix. 260 million people have Netflix. Why? Because it's not the best streamer? Oh, no, but like Apple TV has the best. Okay, but no one has Apple TV, bro, compared to Netflix. Why? Because it's the best. It's marketed the best. It has the best interface. It's easy to digest. Their trailers look cool. They give you like, this is just, these are objective things, right? That can quantify what determines quality. Okay. And yeah, Raw and Netflix is the biggest, greatest deal that could ever exist in this space. I'm so sorry, Jonesy84. I'm only keeping my Netflix membership in order to watch WWE in the future. It's literally the only reason I have Peacock right now, for fuck's sake.
Dummy. Yeah. Bonus.
Exactly. Doesn't it, like, exactly. I'm so excited I'm rewatching all of Cobra Kai so that I can watch like the new episodes. And like binge more of them, right? And I fucking love Netflix. I use it all the time. I just watch All of Us Are Dead. I watch Godzilla -1. Lots of good shits on there. Good shit, pal. And I have that in Disney Plus. And I have another thing in Canada called Crave. And I have Amazon Prime Video. So, and I'm one of these guys, like, I don't even use Crave or Prime Video all the time. My girl does, though. She actually uses them all the time. So, but I use Netflix more personally, right? And Disney. So I like Marvel shit and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be awesome on Netflix. I can't wait for it. And we already know The Rock and John Cena and Roman Reigns and Cody are all going to be on that first episode. We already know. And here you go. Jonesy telling us the only reason I'm fucking keeping Netflix is for WWE. So exactly, there's a bunch of people like that. The market research is there. They wouldn't have just dove into this like an epic fail. You know, they've already laid out the groundwork for people like UFC to battle it out in their own right. A round of applause for the super chat. Thank you so much. So here's Jack Perry. He made his own belt, and this guy goes, Banana Williams goes, what? And All Elite Mark says, when will fans realize that Jack Perry is the modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin and they just can't see it yet? Drives around in his custom truck, has badass gear, glass Titantron, cuts fire promos, and now has a belt he made with his own hands. He's only 17. Bro, I don't know what to say to that. If you compare those two, you're fucking psychotic. That's all I can say. And then I got, dude, look at this, 1.2K likes, 90K impressions. You can't make this up. Here's my tweet from yesterday. So look at this, right? So updates coming to Fightful Select subscribers today on the AEW WBD deal per Sean Ross Sapp. This guy, GoBirds XTL, says, can't wait for the 5th no deal has been reached, but both sides are super happy with everything and everything is fine. Don't worry about it post. Sean Ross Sapp goes, want to apologize? Or he's so worried about his goddamn credibility, man. Fuck, I want him to know. I want to talk to Sean legit like a real convo and just like explain to him like, bro, nobody like, damn, I don't know. I don't know, man. I've ranted about it so much. It's just people aren't against him as much as he thinks. I just want to know. It's just more like the dirt cheating in general is what people are against, right? It's not like him. Well, maybe no, it is him because I guess the back and forths he has with people. I guess I am sort of blanket stating just in general, the dirt sheet guys. It's just that culture more than anything. It's not like the individuals as much as it is the culture. But either way, this guy says, can't wait for the 5th no deal story. SRS says, want to apologize or what? GoBird says the story hasn't been published yet, so no, not yet. Literally, the fucking story publishes. Read this shit, guys. Nothing. It's a nothing fucking, and I go, can't make this up. Things to continue to move well on the AEW WBD front. Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp has spoken with a number of sources within AEW and WBD about the possibility of an impending announcement. WBD sources confirmed there was still some red tape to get through, but that another offer for a long-term television deal was made recently to AEW from the company that they're very confident in. Fightful reported earlier this summer that Tony Khan was set to meet with WBD's David Zaslav in Paris during the Olympics. Khan confirmed as much. Blah, blah, blah. One WBD source called the offer extensive, but didn't elaborate on what that meant outside of saying it's literally extensive. So probably 5 years, something like that. They're going to do a deal, man. I called it the whole fucking time. And some people are going to have to eat their words on my show. Maybe that's why they're not coming on lately. Oh, I'm just stirring up the controversy and drama lately, dude. For real, but like, hey, I don't know, dude. Some people, you came on this show and talked a lot of shit. And I'm not trying to do gotcha, but it's like, well, what now? You know, like, where do we go from here, dude? I was always confident they're getting a fucking deal, like another deal with WBD. I was just like, they put them on True TV or some shit. Just won't be on, you know. It'll go to streaming though. I believe that too. And maybe even like off TV, like maybe Rampage and Collision are off TV and just streaming only now or something. We don't know. It'll be something kooky like that. But yeah, I don't know. Just a nothing burger. There's no announcement. We don't know anything new, and you can't make this shit up. The guy asked him to apologize for being right. This is the problem, dude. You can't force people to apologize when they're right. That's abusive. George Captor for $5 says, Phil, how long does Peacock have the WWE? In the US, you're going to need both Peacock and Netflix. I don't know. That's a great question. I thought SmackDown was moving to USA. Well, this is what's happening. SmackDown's moving to USA. Raw's going to Netflix, and then NXT will be on the CW. So you won't need Peacock anymore. And then the PLEs will be on Netflix too. So you won't need Peacock anymore. Unless I'm wrong. And that was directed at myself. I could just be talking out my ass, but that's how I believe it works. So yeah, no worries, man. You'll be good to go. But if that's not the case, then
The best guy is Tony Khan.
Ask him, because he seemingly got a deal done. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that a lot. And you mean a lot to me, George. You already know. Rampage and Collision on Tubi? Could be. PLE on Peacock till 2026. Oh, dang. Yeah, I don't know. Then, guys, you know what I'm going to give for WWE? That's a fucking fail, but they obviously don't want to wait it out with USA and Fox. Like, they want to get SmackDown off of Fox as quickly as they can, and they needed to get Raw on Netflix in order to do that. So, yeah, I just think it was a timing thing there, because that is rough. I won't lie. For me in Canada, everything is just on Netflix January 5. SmackDown, NXT, Raw, WWE Network shit, and fucking PLE's Netflix immediately on the New Year. So move to Canada, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Peacock wants to get that $1 billion worth. Absolutely. AIR Gold again with this guy. Yeah, we're done with him. I'm true with you. But yeah, I don't know. Sap, man. Dude, you got pwned there. Here's the fantastical tales of Tony Khan. So we found this account last time. He is a complete sicko. This guy's chill, though. He does not get triggered by me. He follows me. He goes under my posts and tweets hilarious shit. Like, oh, the fantastic Mr. K would agree with whatever. Like, you guys got to follow this. This guy is on some Neckbeards level shit, quite possibly. Now, Neckbeards is goated, but this guy's fucking up there. And he wrote another story about Tony Khan. So let's get into it here. We got two of them. I got two of them. They all come in thread form. So, dinner debonair, considered by many to have transcended the sport of professional wrestling, to have reached the pantheon of ethereal and undefinable works of art like the Mona Lisa or A Christmas Carol. I'm Meltzer and ain't slept in 2 days. There we go. One could be forgiven for assuming that such pioneering genius could only come from the much fabled creative mind of Tony Khan, except it didn't. Almost 4 years ago to the day, he puts Tony Khan over. Dude, in the thing. It's so good. Almost 4 years ago to the day, our beloved suave wrestling promoter returned home after another long, arduous day of saving the wrestling business with his vibrant, on vogue wrestling promotion. Flustered, a rare occurrence for our chiseled Mr. K, whose steady resolve is rarely afflicted. He cut a slightly disheveled figure as he removed his suit and tie that strained under his bulging muscles as he stood there, bullock naked, gazing upon his mountainous shoulders, thick, bumpy abs, and veiny tree trunk quads. In the mirror, he thought something wasn't quite right. Those abs didn't quite have the same polished steel-like shine. His charming, infectious smile without the same pop of which we're all accustomed to. He knew exactly what to do. He dressed in his finest silk underwear His best smoking jacket, one that would leave Hugh Hefner all shades of green with envy, and picked up his phone. Hello, Dave. It's Mr. K. You free? Tony's dear friend, Dave Meltzer. A charming man, older in age, enormous in wisdom, intellect, and in many other areas, entered Mr. K's bedchamber with feverish enthusiasm. Tony's spirited immediately lifted. He meant spirit. The two engaged in fierce philosophical debate, pondering the great questions in life with a passion almost exclusively reserved for those of close physical intimacy. Mr. K blushed as Big D spoke of false finishes and fighting spirit before gazing deeply into each other's eyes. They felt their bond grow stronger, inseparable. The two stood to their feet, embraced in each other's arms, and almost in a trance-like state, as if possessed by the thick, suffocating platonic chemistry between the two hulking men that would make most lovers blush. Everyone's blushing. They were lost to the rhythms of dance and song. Despite being exhausted from the hours of frolic and merriment, Tony's spirit was replenished. He removed his clothes once again and gazed upon the reflection of his statuesque physique. The pop and the gleam, the blinding sheen of polished steel had returned to his abdominals once more. How do I look? He asked Tony. Like, 8 stars, uttered Dave.
You what?
Oh my God. Whoa. We're going to save the other one for next time on PWT, man. Holy shit. That was psychotic, you guys. Chat, what do you guys think about that? Threw up in my pants. This is how monkeypox began, dude. Amazing. That was amazing. I need to hydrate here, guys. I'm sorry. Let me grab you guys grab you guys. I'm so fucking tired. I need a drink of Red Bull or something. So listen to some Crack Amico for 2 minutes while I'm gone.
Freak hoes, biggest soul of all is a bitch named Steve. See another man with money and you throwing his dick. Mr. Glover, I think you getting too old for this shit. Nigga, you should wrestle. Pussy made a PowerPoint and sold it as a special. Sober shit, I'm sick of y'all. You funny, you're on chemicals. You need to get some fentanyl and put it in your vessel. You might be an actor, you may be a writer, you might be a rapper, you may be a fighter, but you'll never be a comic. Nah, nah, no, you'll never be a comic. Nah, nah, nah. You might be a clown or a slut or a game show host, but you suck and it ain't no joke that you'll never be a comic. Nah, nah, no, you'll never be a comic. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, Michael Rappaport, bitch, Michael Slappaport, all because he brought up that little bitch that dragged your ass to court. Mr. He be hero all day.
You guys like that or what? Round of applause for Crack Amico, ladies and gentlemen. Palate cleanser, yes. That's worse than Jericho singing, Phil. But you'll never be a comic. Yeah, we need a break after the sickos. We're about to get into Dave too, so yeah, Shadow Crack Amico. Yeah, guys, email me shit, please and thank you. Even if I don't respond, just know I'll creep it out. And I see some people send some sounds. Don't worry, I'll add some of them. And I don't know if there's like wrestling related stuff. Crack is more, he goes after like comedians and shit. And I'm really into comedy and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I just was vibing his like, because it's actually good, you know. It actually kind of catchy, you know. It's like, okay, this guy's actually like talented. He's not just, you know. Yeah, these matches are so long. I don't know. I like Okada and fucking Claudio, though. I'm not gonna hate on them, but I'm gonna put this Dynamite back on like when I lay down later. Suffered through it twice. Oh, Phil, how you gonna suffer through it twice? I will, dude. Not the full thing though. The second time around, I'll pull a Meltzer and just skim. I want to watch that that whole MJF Ospreay thing, bro. I want to just hear that whole thing back, undistracted. Not that I don't want to be distracted by you guys. This literally saved me. I'm having a rough week, rough last 2 weeks as far as not woe is me, but just like working, man, busting my ass. And then this weird thing happened where I went to the fucking emergency room and everything. I'm all good, but it was just stupid. I have like a little injury, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's all dumb. But I should be all good. And we're back at it. Don't worry, we're gonna jump into another one of these folders. I think we should do Dave next, guys. Red Bar is watching, yeah. So are you a Red Bar fan? Yeah, Red Bar's watching. I'm happy. Please come here and watch me, bro. Yeah, I've clipped Red Bar before when he's talked about wrestling stuff. If you check on my channel, I do watch Red Bar. Yeah, a lot. I'm a big fan. I understand his shtick. It's all a gimmick, you know. And he's low key a big wrestling fan, even though he shits on wrestling. That's like his shtick too. He's like, wrestling, people who like wrestling, you're fucking whatever, but he knows everything about it. Like he's a fan of it, you know? He's from Chicago, for fuck's sakes. It's almost impossible not to be. You know what I mean? If you're from Chicago. Sorry, I was just smoking that Perry pack in Minecraft, getting a little Red Bull. But yeah, it's impossible not to like fucking wrestling if you're from Illinois, dude. I don't know. Does it seem like Okada like lost a bit of? I don't know if you guys were fans of him like I once was. I still am. He should have went to WWE, bro. The Fed. Good, thank you, man. I just found Red Bar. Yeah, give it a year. I'm allergic to penicillin, actually, so I can't actually. I can't take that shit. I just found Red Bar. Yeah, give it a year. That's his saying for a reason. Like a lot of people don't understand it at first. You know, so you just give it like 1 year of listening to it consistently. And he like, that's what I try and do too. He'll do like a 9-hour show, an 8-hour show, a 6-hour show. Like he doesn't do a podcast all the time, but when he does, it's a banger. That's what I try and do. But I work myself into fucking Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I love that. It's a good way to break up my weeks, you know? Okay. You know, Okada's just wrestling lazy. Yeah. Okay, let's get into things here. But you'll never be a comic. So, and shout out Crackamico, by the way. I don't know. Plug in your shit on my show. You guys go check out his channel. He's funny if you're just into obscure other shit. Anyways, though, it's time for everyone's favorite moment, and it is called Dave Meltzer's Dumb Moment of the Week. So, Wavy Davy, Seltzy Weltsy, Seltzy Meltsy. We got a couple here. So, Meltzer said what? Sent me this one. It goes, the Public Enemies are going, they quote Meltzer and say, you have to be able to, pivot when something screws up. They had an idea for a storyline in a match, and some people liked it, but a lot of people didn't. And overall, it was a big disappointment. What? Liar! He always does this. A lot of people thought it wasn't good, man. Who? You and your fucking 4 friends? Like, Jesus Christ, Dave. What the fuck is wrong with you? And that's him talking about the bracelet. They all try and go, oh, yeah, bracelet's great. They undermine it because it's a bracelet. Meanwhile, they're too fucking ridiculous. That's what AR Gold did. Oh, bracelet's so great. Bro, it could be a trinket. It could be any. It's literally the old saying. Oh, put him in there with a mop. He'll have a match. He'll make it look great. Bro, they got a bracelet more over than your world title. Just think about that, bro. Fuck. It's got his wife's name on it, bro. You ain't never had a girl, dude? Someone put my wife's name on their fucking bracelet, and we're having hands are being exchanged. Okay, guys? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? That's a shoot, you know? So, like, fucking, that's like, especially if you're doing it in a way to be provocative or provoke me. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy the way people want to shit on the bracelet. It's such a cope. They're just coping over this bracelet, dude. And then CM Punk went, fuck the bracelet. And then they try and go, oh, now it's fuck the bracelet. No pleasing, you fickle marks, dude. You're all sick. So anyways, moving along. We have Brad Shepard here. See, Brad, don't hate you, bud. Covering your no one else. 20 likes. If I wrote the same shit, I'd get a billion likes. No, I'm just talking shit now. Listen, bro, I just tell jokes. I'm totally cool. I would love for you to come on and we can talk not even about the bullshit between us. We can talk just graps if you want. But I'm definitely not scared to cover you, bro. Not in any way. For the low price of 85 pounds, $110 US. So look at these shills, man. So like fucking Meltzer and Alvarez have a spot booked at Wembley for All In.
You what?
The Bucks and Perry are on screen. Yeah, Perry's really stone cold. Jesus Christ. So sorry, guys. I'm watching this Bucks Jack Perry. So they're like, you guys want to see him go 5 more minutes? They're going to be like, no. Yeah, Perry's stone cold, dude. He couldn't fucking draw a string on a fucking pair of swim trunks, dude. Sorry, guys, I'm watching this. Don't worry, I'm here. It's just that I'm captivated. No, it's just I got to see what these goobers are doing. So, like, why aren't the Acclaimed or FTR involved in this? We know they're going to run out and save Claudio. But, like, why isn't... Oh, because they're having a title match at All In, Claudio and Okada or something. Like, that's what it is. It's so shitty. Where's the Blackpool Combat Club? Darby comes out. Oh, Darby. Okay, you still outnumber them 4-2. Oh, it's a trios match. What the fuck is going on here, chat? I don't know what's going on here. Brutal commentary. I have no idea what's happening. How many matches for All In? Guys, I reviewed that shit on Last Call Pod with Chris Connor. I previewed it. Go and watch that. Okay? Because I'm not going over that fucking card again. There's like 15 matches on there. No, I'm just kidding. Like, so far there's like 11 or something. But you know, more are going to be added. So here we go. It was a 6-man tag or something. I didn't know. I don't know what's going on. This show is
the best guys, Tony Khan.
Anyways, so Brad Shepard says, for the low price of $110 US, you can purchase the Wrestling Observer 7-star VIP package to attend their Wrestling Observer live show the day of All In. So the day before All In, you can go to their live show, and of course they're going to be there. You can receive a private meet and greet with Meltzer and Brian, a photo with them, and their autograph. Takes a special person to be exposed as often as Dave has and not hesitate to keep milking fans out of money. Dude, this is wild that they're doing this. Fans can purchase general admission tickets to see the show. So they're doing a show what? Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk about wrestling news and tell you lies about my fantasy mark booking that I'm going to pretend are true? Is that what people pay for in the UK? You guys are fucked in the UK if you guys are listening from the UK. I love you. But you cultaholic, what culture, motherfuckers, man. You guys all, or whatever, Wrestle Talk. Man, you guys love you some Meltzy, dude. Holy shit. I'd pay $110 for Dave to stay the fuck away from me. Scully Vibes is there $2. It says one of the Bucks wearing Martha Wayne's pearls. Oh my god, dude. It's true, dude. It's fucking true. What a great roast. I thought the Bucks were taking time off. Worked you, Phil? It's cringe too how Jack Perry does Ravens or Tommy Dreamer's Pose or whatever. Like you fucking wish. Here we go. Pretty sure the ratings took a nosedive. Go Bucks. So you like the Bucks? You ain't hype. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $2. And do you like the Bucks or what? And that's totally cool if you do. I was a big fan at one point for sure. I even liked when they started doing this shit. But they just have like go away heat now. All these guys do because the Punk stuff. And Darby was cool until he fucking said that Kurt Angle was a little bitch or something like that. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I'm just watching this match. Yeah, so you can buy tickets to their show. I don't know. UK, stay woke, bro. Stay up. Hang on with your boy, Phil. I'll show you the light. So Brad Becker, and shout him out, went through a surgery, recovering, here with us tonight. I was saying it's a great show. Appreciate you, Brad. You already know. Heal up. Our thoughts are all with you. Nasty surgery, bro. Sending me shit that I'm squeamish, bro. I don't like, but for you, I'll take it in, bro. I'll look at whatever you send me, bud. You're my guy. So Meltzer says, we don't know about, okay, sorry. I always do that. I jump the gun. This guy, Jonathan O'Reilly, says, so you're WBD. Do you overpay for AEW if they have no other offers, or give them a nice increase but nothing too dramatic? How much do they get now? Dave Meltzer says, we don't know about outside offers. It's hard to I fucked up because it's hard to believe there would be no outside offers, but as far as a dollar figure, we've heard nothing. Publicly Khan has never talked about anyone but WBD, and I except actually, and even said he'd stay for slightly less money. I wouldn't come to any conclusions until the deal is done. And then Brad says, but hasn't he jumped to a few conclusions already? Yes. Speaking of jumping to conclusions, we're going to get there in a second. Dave jumped to a whole, I've seen insider information that was completely proven wrong. We'll get there, but that's the sizzle to the steak, daddy. So unpaid critic, Dave Meltzer says Big Bang Theory reruns are more valuable to WBD than AEW. He admits it, you guys, that Big Bang reruns are more valuable to Warner than AEW. Which is more valuable to WBD, Big Bang Theory reruns or AEW? Meltzer responds, BBT reruns for sure. They fill up far more of the schedule with largely very good numbers. BBT is the strongest rerun programming on cable by a pretty wide margin. So he admits the reruns outdraw AEW. So why do we call it a challenger brand? It's just that simple, right? So that's why there's so much pushback and backlash. So Meltzer said, what? Says, they are AEW doing a real good job of building Wembley. They really are. But it's, it's very difficult because WWE is just doing so fantastic. So here's, but WWE from Wavy Davey.
Yeah, they added a lot of stuff, and they, we know a lot more from Wembley after the Collision show tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the thing, I think that, they're doing a real good job of building Wembley. They really are, but you know, I mean, it's it's very, very difficult, you know, because WWE is just doing so fantastic that it's hard to resonate. But I mean, I think that this build a lot since Wednesday and tonight.
So what that is like, oh man, I mean, you know, like AEW's doing good, but like we can't, it doesn't resonate how good WWE's do. Actually, WWE resonates with everybody, Dave, and so does the situation. That's why you guys are coping. That's why you fucking. It's like, god damn it.
I mean, it was.
I ain't slept, guys. I'm fucking cranky. It's a crank cast tonight. Pause.
Focused. It was there. They pushed the show really, really hard. We'll see. I mean, it's not last year, but it wasn't going to be last year. I'm interested to see if they can, you know, because this is their WrestleMania. But I'm interested to see if they can get a pay-per-view number like they got a year ago, which I just don't anticipate. I just feel that like last year, the big pay-per-view was because of the idea of 80,000 people. And this year they've not pushed a number. They've, you know, it's just Wembley Stadium. Now they pushed the show for a freaking year, but
they're already pushing All in Texas as well. What do they think? Magically? Like what match are they going to put on? That's what I just don't get. Maybe Tony has some, I don't know. Lashley, is that big enough to draw 50,000?
You know, and they, you know, the Danielson Swerve match. I mean, that they did a great job today as far as making that match feel like a big main event. You know, doing the video where everyone's predicting who's going to win, and the Eddie Kingston video. I mean, they pushed it like it was a big match. Just a question of do people take it as that? And I guess you know, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, Dave, I don't know, man. It's all just copy nonsense. And there was something else that came to mind, and I lost. Dave Shear responds and says, yes, if only the great historian dipshit Dave could think back 25 years when Raw and Nitro were smoking hot at the same time, doing a combined 10 rating on Monday nights. Anyone still paying this waste of sperm, don't wonder why your credit score is 550. You make bad decisions. Oh my God. Dave Shear's a legend, dude. I want him to come on the show so bad.
How would you say your mental focus is?
Oh, it's focused.
Byron.
I haven't. Look, I have trouble even saying to myself, my own head, the number of years. I no more think of myself as being as old as I am than fly. I mean, it's just not.
Whoa, dude. Yo, Americans, that's your fucking president, man. Jesus. Oh my God. Not anymore, obviously, or whatever. But it's crazy that he just like stepped back. So is that chick your president now that Hulk Hogan was saying he's going to body slam? That's pretty wild, dude. So is she technically the first woman president based off of fucking this guy being old and crazy? At least, I don't know. That's some history. No? Is that a good thing? I don't know. This is wild. This guy's he's a clone.
I haven't observed.
He's a lizard. He's an intelligent lizard. You know, people say shit like that's like, really? This fucking old senile guy who can't talk? Yeah, for sure. Supreme being came here in a flying saucer. What the fuck?
Anything in terms of, there's not things I don't do now that I did before, whether it's physical or mental or anything else.
Jesus Christ. Wild. The world's crazy, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know. So Dave, well, let's talk about this. Switchblade 97. Some interesting figures coming from Dave Meltzer, who claims to have seen a WBD internal memo detailing AEW's value to WBD. Now, I ended the poll in the chat. I left it up for a long time. The results were 68% of y'all don't think they get a deal by the end of August. So, fair enough. I don't know what to think, but they're going to get a deal with WBD, but it could take longer. Who knows? Anyways, though. Dave says he found an internal memo. So after fucking up Alpha, the disgusting pig, he fucks this up too. And he says he saw a memo, and he just starts leaking fucking fake numbers. And all this does is hurt AEW, man. He's just so desperate for a scoop now. Yeah, man. Davey Scoops, man, holding another fucking L. So, you know, it details the package. He claims the memo shows the entire AEW package is worth an estimated $265,720 per year to WBD. Let me say that again. $288,265,720 per year. That cannot be right. Oh my God. Look at what Dave wrote here. Dude, I can't believe this. I didn't read this before. Meltzer goes, I saw an internal memo from WBD on the total value of AEW programming. It was $288,265,720 per year based on ad revenue and 2% of TNT carriage rates, 2.5% of TBS carriage rates, and 3% of True TV's carriage rates, and also including purchasing of the pay-per-view franchise. They value that at almost $300 million per year, dude. That's what Dave came out and said. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this was proven to be not true, a fabrication. He bit on some fake Reddit post or some shit. I can't remember exactly because I wanted to live react. So, however, it was a pay-per-view model indicated as similar to UFC, still $50 per show. I'm pretty sure that's what Warner wants, though. It did list an ROH show as part of the value, a reality show, and Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision and pay-per-views. This guy can't even fucking spell or edit his own shit. He was typing so fast to get this out to the world. Oh my God, Tony Khan. Let me get this out to save Tony Khan.
The best guy is Tony Khan.
It's a lock. ROH has been it's a lock, he says. ROH has been talked about and pay-per-views we've talked about. Also, TBS is estimated to make $91 million this year and an ad revenue for Dynamite. This is all based on ratings estimate for ROH and Q2 ratings for the existing shows. Oh my God, dude. I'm baffled. So here we go. Someone fact-checked it. Anyone in that Discord that can clarify? David Bix comes out and goes, oh no, Dave, what did you do? And Dave goes, okay. Basically, the numbers he's claiming were from an internal WBD memo he had leaked to him, match up exactly to an estimate that someone who works in the ad industry put together and shared with the Fightful Discord. So he's claiming WBD leaked this memo to him, but it matches exactly with the estimate that some fucking ad industry mark estimated and put in the Fightful Discord. And Dave bid on it. Do you guys understand why I do this?
You what?
Do you guys get why I do this? I hope you guys understand why I do this.
Liar! Tell us what you know, you goddamn liar!
This is a fail of such fucking epic proportion. Dave, you've lost all credibility. You're a fucking joke. It's that simple. The Alpha thing, then this. 1 week? Shit. Now, I don't want you to ever stop doing your thing. But yeah, you better... He's already been saying new news and stuff. I was going to say you better be never coming out with no hot news again. But yeah, it's just disturbing. And people still regurgitate his shit. They regurgitate it. They all make headlines out of it. I react to it.
I'm glad people. What did that guy say earlier? I leech off Meltzer. Okay, he's done enough leeching off the fucking emotions of people's families, off the emotions of fans, off fucking business people who have to work around and trudge through his shit, and he might have leaked real shit, so then they got to change something, or he might be telling lies, but then it affects, guy's a stooge. Aaron Rowland for $2 says Rich Swann just got arrested, suspended from TNA, like for a shoot or is a kayfabe? Let us know. I want to do a live show to watch that AEW pay-per-view coming up with you guys too. So make sure you stay tuned in, and thank you, Aaron Rowland, for the super chat. So let's move along here. Bixen Span clears it up, right? Here, let me click this, and then we go down. Meltzer said, what follows up? This Ryan 2 billion Frederick. This guy came up with the 2 billion. I have no one blocked, and my prediction was 600 pages from The View. I'm seeing 641 pages without a deal even being signed. Truly one for the record books. The deal might have been signed since around page 634. These were before Dave's reply above. Page 634 of that thread was on August 14th. Just to clarify, are you messing? And this guy goes, I know Dave said on Wednesday that the deal wasn't done, but there were some rumblings during the week that pen had been put to paper. Haven't heard anything since about Thursday. So these are geeks talking about geek shit. So this guy responds to it and goes, let's get upset. Goes, hey, Dave Meltzer, Big Davey. If this is what you were referencing on the board, some guy who claims he works in the advertising adjacent field made this up and posted it on a random Discord several months ago. Matches all of what Wavy Davey was saying. Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, Battle of the Belts, another all access, which they're not doing another all access. ROH show, a bit of ROH. True TV is part of the deal, just like he said. US buys, international pay-per-view buys, da-da-da. These are just some and then look, this guy goes, if you look at the math as well, you can see whoever originally made it just took the article about SmackDown's ad rates estimate and then cut them for AEW's ratings. No consideration for time slots, cable networks, anything, just an absolute amateur job. Do you hear that, Dave?
Opponent.
We got you, bitch. We got him. Bro, you're fucking cooked. Come on the show, Dave. Come on the show. Just play the flute with me, dude. Because here's the thing. You're done now. I don't want to ever hear anyone try and ever bring credibility to this guy. We're just going to always roast everything he fucking says. And even if he's right about shit, we're just going to make fun of him. That's the new rule. So anyone new to the show and people coming in here, because the show's blowing up, folks. Best live show in the fucking pro wrestling space. These guys are going to come in here and go, oh, come on now, Phil. That's not very fair. You know? And they'll be like, Dave's actually right on this one. Don't give a fuck. I'll just be wrong purposefully, so I don't agree with him. No. So this guy goes, basically anyone who saw this months ago and believed it is extremely naive and doesn't look into information at all. It is all very recognizable from the get-go that it is suspect. So Dave, thank you. Fuck you. Bye. I don't know what to tell you.
The best guys, Tony Khan.
You fucking mark.
And
you what?
Yeah.
You fucking mark.
You're a mark, dude. What else can I say? You fucked up. This is what I live for, dude. You just give me content. He did this before too with the Stardom Rossi Ogawa shit back in the day. Someone just emailed him a fake story and he just ran with it. And that's what he does. He goes, oh, I have people in the building at this and they tell me what the crowd's like. And it's like, bro, they're just working you. You're a fucking mark. You're a mark. And you're an idiot. And I'm a mark too, but I gladly own that shit. You are just regurgitating lies to try and make it about numbers. So AIR Gold goes, well, who cares about the numbers? Because every prominent person who gatekeeps the media space, Meltzer and all these guys gatekeep people like me, okay? They all are shilling and using numbers as the metric for. So what do you want to, like, are we going to use the numbers like your boys are doing? You were just tweeting about numbers and Netflix deals. So are we going to go by that, or are we going to go by who likes what kind of moves or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so here's someone else with so this is Dave Meltzer 1 being caught red-handed passing off a 4-month-old post from a member of the Fightful Discord as an internal memo from WBD valuing the company. He then followed it up with a random off-topic shot at WCW and Eric Bischoff, quoting execs from Turner Broadcasting. So he had to make it about fucking Eric Bischoff, dude.
Emotional damage.
Chamonley. So what a fucking goof. So here's Dave just fucking, here's his bullshit. Here's, I don't know why the image didn't load here. Whatever. He gets proven wrong. This goes here. I assume it's Thurston, but what's the source? Fucking Thurston. And then Dave goes, so this guy goes, Day One Ish goes, they'll just say WBD is dumb and or AEW would have more money if they did things different. Dave goes, dead wrong. The day they were sold to Eric on the record, execs from Turner Broadcasting told me that if the company was making money, they would have never sold it. Dave, you know nothing. Dave, you don't know shit, bro. You're coping. Fucking coper. Cope Stelzer. Eric Bischoff responds and goes, what makes this comical is the frequency of which he refers to others who point out his garbage takes as con men. Exactly. Coming from a sloppy, perfidious hack who just this week has been outed for reporting a death that didn't occur without doing diligence. Without doing any confirmation to this. By all accounts thus far, this creep found a post on a message board from back in April, then conned his audience into believing that he had access to WWE internal documents and posted it as hot news. Dave, you are a fraud, always have been, always will be, and it brings a smile to my face every time someone exposes you. Well, Eric, might I introduce, you must be smiling watching my show the whole goddamn time, buddy. It's what I literally do. You ain't hype pipes in with $5. You ain't hype. The mismanagement of Swerve as champ is unbearable. Can't wait to see how the next world champ gets booked. Yeah, dude, Swerve is having a fucking promo battle with Nigel McGuinness during an overrun. Fuck is going on here, dude? It's the most mishandled. I predicted on Chris Connor's show that Daniel's going to win the belt. Really think about it. Does Swerve retire fucking Danielson in the grand scope and the annals of history? That's what happens? Nah, I don't think so. I think they're playing up the whole Danielson's concussed. He's injured. He can't wrestle. His head's falling off. His kids want him to go home. He's not signed. That's the Swerve. He's going to win and get the yes. But it's crazy because they're trying to do babyface with this promo. But also, Swerve is a fucking heel. And it just drives me nuts. And then Danielson was in a heel group too. So, again, these are just the psychology things that... Yeah, he's cooking right now, though, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me give you a fucking...
Shut up, bitch!
I don't know why. I just... So, yeah, Eric just cooked him. Meltzer said, what sent this to me as well? Meltzer, I'm taking this down for now. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Meltzer has finally admitted defeat. Finally. But he's still going to take a victory lap once any new AEW TV deal is announced. Exactly. That's what I told y'all they're going to do. They're going to get, my prediction is like 90 million. It'll be over double their last deal, and that's their spin on it. But their last deal, I think, what was it, like 46 million or some shit? So whatever. I'm not good at math. It'll be like 95 or 100 million, you know? And that's good, but it's not what they all were. This guy's talking about they're going to give him $300 million each year. Like, okay. But yeah, Dave says, while still ignoring every other metric sign of doubt that the Texas Salamander could see. So here's Dave says, I'm taking this down for now. Until when? And then Dave goes, AEW success or lack thereof will be known when this deal gets done. I've said a million times that I don't assume anything. No, you have assumed a million things, Dave. But either Tony Khan or his detractors will end up with egg on their face. Dude, you ended up with egg on your face. Why does he always project? It's like Bischoff said. I pointed out to, oh, they're fucking con men. You're conning people with fake news. Oh, egg on their face. Why? Because you have egg on your face right now? Fucking goofball. Flutes in the chat. Flutes in the chat. And yeah, that was our Dave Meltzer dumb moment of the week. So we're watching Danielson here and Swerve in all of this.
I know a lot of people say it, and they throw it around like it's just some sort of token, like it's some sort of catchphrase. But this isn't. This is the truth. You know it, and I know it. I'm the best wrestler in the world.
Did he just say he's the best mother and wrestler in the world? Yeah, Danielson's the shit. Oh, yeah, great. We're watching an overrun. Flute gang. Yeah, I wonder if people were using stopwatches for this shit tonight, huh?
You're going to cripple me in front of my daughter. This Sunday at Wembley Stadium in front of the fans who have paid to see me. For the last 25 years, for my kids who have traveled the wrong way, for the last 25 years.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm just locked into this promo here. He's going hard as shit.
Well, you're gonna have to do more than that. You're gonna have to damn near kill me, because I will leave my soul in.
Fuck yeah, Danielson. He might, but that's what Chris Connor would say. I think they're working it up, though. I think they just want this. They want a whole building going, yes, yes, like they're Yeselmania. It's a taped show. Why the overrun?
Dummy, yeah.
No shit. I didn't even think about that, man. No, it's funny. Why is there an overrun? This shit was taped. My word. So that's why he's dropping fuck bombs. Fuck, man. It looks so good when they have a full building, you guys. So what'd you guys think? I'm here, by the way. I'm just fucking listening to Excalibur hype up the thing. What'd you guys think?
Dynamite, yay, nay. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think Modern Family's on or something. Wake up. Yeah, you guys. I'm just guys, yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I gotta get out of here and get some goddamn rest. I'm sure you can tell. I'm you know, and I appreciate you all for being here. This was a fun time, 2.5 hours. Typically I go a little longer, but yeah, I just gotta take care of this and that. I appreciate you all for being here. I'm gonna give you all a round of applause. Hold on here's awful. Did we get spoiled? Where the fuck has this guy been? Did we where have you been, bro? Did we get spoilers from the IWC pundits? I didn't see any. Yeah, I didn't see any spoilers, thank fuck. And I enjoyed a lot of things about that show, but overall I was like, man, but that ending was really fire. And that MJF Osprey shit was good, but of course it's just all WWE shit. Where's the stopwatch marks, awful? Where's the stopwatch marks tonight? They're fucking timing the promos tonight or what? But yeah, no, and guys, yeah, I'll get better. I'll let you guys know. I'm doing, just before we get out of here, I'm gonna be doing live shows probably for like all these PLEs coming up. I'm gonna try and do them all in for sure, WWE and AEW. But if I can do the TNA ones and shit too, let's do it, Daddy. I'll be doing it. So speaking of doing it, I appreciate you all so much. I know I've told you that 1,000 times. YouTube.com/@ProWrestleTimes, YouTube.com/@ProWrestleClips. If you guys have not subscribed yet, please do that. We have surpassed 4,200 and 1,200 on each channel, respectively. And you guys are the best. We're on the road to 5,000. We'll get there before we know it. Patreon's about to get lit too in the coming time. But yeah, I just got to rest up, heal up, and I can't wait to talk to you guys Saturday night. And I like the way you move. I guess that's how we're getting down. And yeah, I don't know. I would have did an all-in run over thing, but I did that with Chris Connor on last call. And no, we didn't just well, we did argue a bit, but trust me, go over there, listen to it. Maybe he'll piss you off a bit, but Chris still loves doing the show. I love when he comes on, man. I like that he triggers everyone. But anyways, guys, yeah, thanks for tapping in. I guess we'll just we'll do this. I appreciate you all so much. And yeah, until next time, just take it easy, drink lots of water, kiss your loved ones, and I'll see you guys Saturday. And oh yeah, next week podcast Marie Shadows, Duke Loves Wrestling as well. Keep an eye out for that.
I look and see it's not just me.
Jeff, why do you insist on doing this dumb internet shit on TV?
I look and see it's not just me.
This place is a fucking joke, man. You're a clown. I quit.
So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild.
No. It doesn't make logical sense, but it makes.
Well, yes, of course.
But it makes wrestling booking sense. Of course, this makes no sense. Of course, okay, it makes no sense. However, in pro wrestling booking, which often makes no sense, you would do that. It's about making money. It's not about anything else. Wrestling's always been about making money first and foremost. That's it.
Yes, I look and see it's not just me.
Last weekend was the greatest weekend in AEW history. This is the greatest week.
I look and see it's not just me.
Security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. So many of us have stood where we stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spend our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand, we won't fall. We're want it once for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. We call us problem child. We spend a night on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand, we won't fall. We want it once for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Get wild! Yeah!
If you're familiar with how we do things often here on these Wednesdays, it's a lot like one of my favorite movies, Time Cop.
What? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah!
So, hairline. I have Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. You want to watch that video? You want to watch that? It sounds funny. Like, I don't know. Those words strung together sound hilarious to me. So, let's get into this and see if it'll pop us or something.
I popped us already. We're already popped.
Okay, so here on X, formerly known as Twitter, still known as Twitter to many, we have Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. And he's here with James here. I don't know who that is. Renee Dupree, shout him out. And Ace Darling. That's a fucking throwback. Ace Darling. I think he did dark matches for like ECW and WWF back in the day, but never really made it. But shout out all you guys. Shout out Paul London. Here is Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. Shout out Cafe du Renee Dupree.
Yeah, she was like, "You don't recognize me, do you?"
Right.
Or something like that. She's like, "I'm only one of the most famous referees in professional wrestling." And he was like, "Oh, I don't really watch WWF anymore. Like, I haven't watched it a long time." She's like, "WWE, please." I'm a referee for AEW. It's the newest shit. If you don't know it, then you need to go check it out.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And,
oh no!
And then he was just like, yeah. She was like,
oh my god! London just bodied her, bro. My word.
Oh god! Quick little fucking Paul London story. Like fucking, at one of the gathering of the Juggalos, he tagged with Brian Kendrick, and during their entrance, they both smoked a joint to themselves. They both had a joint. You know what I'm saying? And they smoked those daddies all the way down during their entrance. Let me tell you, bro. This was like an 8-minute entrance. You don't smoke a whole joint by yourself. Wait. And like fucking dog, listen. London starts climbing up one of the rafters, and it's like he gets halfway up and just sits there, like Jericho doing the cans. He's up there just smoking the joint and whatnot. Yeah, Paul London's good shit, bro. I can't believe he did the horse.
Dude, I can't believe he went that fucking hard, and everyone popped. Oh god. Again, I don't watch Cafe du Renee, but I watch when like they interviewed Rob Van Dam and certain people. Like I'll pop on, but I don't really actually know what they think of AEW in general. But it's hilarious. He just went that fucking.
Well, most of all, Paul London ain't looking for a fucking job. You know, we confirmed.
Hey, you might be an actor, you may be a writer, you might be a rapper, you may be a fighter, but you'll never be a comic. No, you'll never be a comic. You might be a clown or a slut or a game show host, but you suck and it ain't no joke that you'll never be a comic. No, you'll never be a comic. Never be a comic. That's probably why Shad quit. Only took a decade for him to realize he dog shit. Worse than Lauren Compton. She gave us an option to stare at saggy titties while you listen to a bombing. While I'm on the topic, talking about them thought sluts, freak hoes.